It's finally race time here at Marina Bay, and a warm welcome to all of you joining us for the action. The wait is almost over. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit then has 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, taking us a total of 3.1 miles around the landmarks of downtown Singapore. An average lap speed around here, just 107 miles per hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. Well, we do it again, Housey. I am your host, Simi Skate. With me, as always, is hello there, Housey, the Statman himself. We are at Singapore, mate, round 5, season 3. And, well, as you can see on those championship tables, my good friend, she's heating up. I mean, it's only early doors in this one, but, I mean, this is a tough track. This is a very, very high concentration. Arguably the most difficult track on the calendar, folks. And, well, Housey, we did see a bit of a tough one in the Aussie stream, but welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you, mate?
I'm all good. I'm all good. I'm all good. Good evening, hello, good morning, wherever you are. Nice to have you all with us.
Definitely.
Yeah. We've got dry weather on the track at the moment. Wet for the Australian side this morning, or this evening for the Australian, or like yesterday evening for the Australian boys. So yeah, dry conditions, wet for them in qualifying. Their race was dry for them in the end, so we'll wait and see whether we get an update on the weather as the first cars start to hit the track. Obviously, this event, Singapore, gives us the first chance to see these beautiful liveries that the guys have created under the lights. Get to see it for the first time. Me and Skate was very excited earlier when we got to see them, but we'll, I'm sure, delve into our opinions again throughout the stream. And if you're in the chat and want to give us any comments on the cars and how you think they look under the lights, then feel free. Get your messages in there.
Most definitely,
keep half an eye on it.
Most definitely, of course. It's just pay a bit of homage to the chat. I don't know why that sub didn't come up there, Callum, but thank you very much. That's 5 months in a row, brother. Much appreciated. We've also got the Geordie Juggernaut. Chiata. How are you, mate? Good to see you back, brother, in the chat, of course. And, well, I hope you're well, Chaz. And, well, there he is there too, there, Housey. The man himself, Mr. Paul Watson, Wolf Racing 38. That is him. And, well, there you go. Zerx is in the chat as well. And yes, Zerx, I did recognise you when you jumped in straight away. And, well, DJ Death Dragon, all these subs, they're not coming up. What's going on? Having some issues here in the background. And, well, I'll try to fix that one. But, DJ, thank you very, very much. Gifted 2 subs. Then there you go. Who got them? DJ Death Dragon gifted 1 to Sloth and 1 to Sandeezy. So thank you very much, Deej. Good luck for the rest of this qualifying session and the race, of course, mate. And we'll see how you fare. But Kaiser will be the first one here, mate, to get himself underway, of course, here, Housey.
Yep, nice opening out lap for him. I just noticed that. Did you? Well, oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you. Sorry. Did you mention Xerxes' rain at 60 plus? He says.
Yeah, I'd seen it, but no, I did not mention it.
Okay.
No.
I'm glad I was keeping half an ear then. I didn't think you said it, but so yeah, maybe we'll get a bit of weather later on. That will spice things up. That could be entertaining for sure. As obviously Kaiser on his lap here. Why does it do that every week? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's me being very unprofessional. Again, for the second week in a row. I've dissed myself twice on stream.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, there you go, mate. I mean, the season has started, Housey, and we're well into the thick of it. But yeah, DJ, how are you, mate? There he is there in the chat, the resident Arnie. But yeah, like I did say, Kaiser first to blink, and he's attacking this one pretty well here, Housey.
Yeah, it's looking nice and clean and smooth.
Looking nice indeed, of course, and well, we do touch on it quite regularly. That this is all about survival. Housey, I'm just going to go in the background a little bit. I'll leave it with you. I'll jump to the next cars. Just shout them out as we do it, but I'm going to try to fix this alert system because it's not working at the moment.
You carry on. Just having a look to see who myself is next. I think it's Droft. It is Droft, so it'll be Droft after Kaiser. Still on board with Kaiser then through this section tail end of the lap. Sector 3 we're in. Just come under the tunnel. We're going to go under, I believe it's the Anderson Bridge. Out turn 23. Sorry, out 22. This is 23 then. Double left. Over the line. Kaiser sets 37.3 to get himself underway. We'll be going back to Droftus next, who's about to take the line. Does so with a 35.902. Let's pick up who's next. It could be one of the Cadbury's boys. Oh, he's Xerxes backed out of it, so he's letting... Oh no, they're having a bit of a squabble. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got a crasher. Who's that? I think that might have been Junior having a bit of a off. Looks like he's okay, to be fair. One of the... Who is that? That's one of... What have we got? We've got Zerx reversing down the main straight, interestingly enough. Some of the faster cars getting past. Yes, Paul, that Cadbury's does look very, very fetching indeed under the lights. Have to say so. I do agree with you. Looks really good. So we're watching Andenge, I believe it is. Yes, the resident Swede. See what he can offer around here tonight. Normally there or thereabouts is Andenge. See whether we get any team roles in qualifying. Normally very good is our Andenge. For some reason it didn't break my timing screen. So I'm not sure on Andenge's lap there. 45.573. It's finally flicked over now. So let's pick up who's next. It could be one of the Rothmans boys, I think. Here's Curtis, just about to take the line. So Curtis goes P3 then. Good lap from Curtis. Rothmans 1, 2 and 3 as it stands. I think the fourth. No, the fourth just coming back into the box. So we've got who's on a lap here. Junior's on a lap. We can go with Junior. Got a couple of cars in front of him and his teammates. That's Junior at the moment. Denge going again on his lap. I'll flick back to him in a minute because I know that. No, right, skate's flicking. I'm on board with Junior. Junior's just gone. Second fastest, 36. Oh, hang on, let me try then. Let me try. You can go back to on screen. Let me have a go. Oh yeah, I'm getting exactly the same message. Can't invite players.
Yeah, can't invite players, folks. Yeah. Sorry, I was working on in the background trying to get these alerts. Something's going on here, folks. I think this is, can't invite anybody at all. This might be a restart here, folks. Not too sure what's going on there. There's some gremlins going on this game. We do apologise. We'll just wait to hear. I'll wait to hear from the powers to be for this division, mate. And we'll just see what these boys want to do, of course. And yeah, let's just wait and see. No one can invite anybody. It might be a restart, Housey. It might be a restart. Look at that. Yeah, just can't do it at the moment. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's early doors in a Q1 session, so we'll wait and see.
Yep, we will. We can only call what we can call for a minute. So we're on board with P's, I think. Just coming over into the second DRS zone then on this back straight. At turn 13 into 14, Esplanade Bridge. It's gone purple in the second sector, so...
Okay, well, hang on a minute though, Housey. We've got Xerxes as an admin. He's saying restart. So Droftas has left the session, and that is good enough for me. We're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We do apologise. Sir Young Tommy, how are you, mate? We'll get back to you in a minute. We're going to go on a brief pause. There's going to be a lot more mellow music, and Xerxes is going to love this one. We'll get back to the racing in a minute. We do apologise, but send your complaints to www.codemasters.com, and I'm sure they will not get back to you. Thank you very much. We'll be back. Okay, folks, we are back and waiting for Callum and Sir Young Tommy. Pick your cars, boys. Pick your cars. 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 And well, I just saw that message, Zerks, and got off that pause screen pretty quick, smart. But yes, folks, lobby restart, and well, how's he? It's been the story of the day. But anyway, well, it was only fresh on that one there, mate. Only a couple minutes in, and well, whole new lobby, whole new well, weather, so to speak. There, Housey. We were touching on it while we were on that pause screen, and excuse me.
Yep. So forget everything that you heard us say. It never existed. Get that little pen thing out of your top pocket. Put your shades on.
The pen, I mean,
Men in Black.
well, I mean, Housey, mate, come
Yeah,
on.
Men in Black thing, wasn't it? Was it? I don't know what it was in Men in Black.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, that
many years ago. I've grown old since then.
Well, I mean. Well, I mean, at least it's still dry. I mean, that's one thing, Housey. Of course, that was one thing we were worrying about. Of course, the old quintessential lobby reset, and it usually throws opposite weather. But yeah, so far so good, Housey, and we'll get this Q1 session back underway.
Yes. So hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world.
Take two. Game on.
Game on. All right, boys loading back in their setups and things. Obviously, just
it's still not working, man. Oh my god. Anyway, look, folks, if you do follow and if you do all that sort of stuff, things are having a hissy fit with. I don't know what is going on. The alerts are not coming up for some unknown reason. But we'll sort that out for the next stream. We do apologise, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll have to try and keep our eagle eyes on the chat between us.
Yes, definitely, mate. Definitely. We'll keep an eye on. We'll still give you a shout out anyway. Of course we will. But yeah, there you go. Paul Watson in there as well, and yes, he's hoping for a great session. Well, I mean, here's to hoping, Paul. But yes, of course, the European lads never fail to never fail to amaze us. Of course. Great lads, and well, awesome racing. DJ Death Dragon, first one to blink, and we were talking about it in the Aussie stream there, Housey. These liveries, mate, holy moly. Now, the Texaco's a bit of a sleeper, bud, because we really did like the Rothmans. We really do like the Cadbury one. But this is the first Grand Prix under lights, and well, that looks sexy.
Yeah. I'd love to.
I don't mind it at all under lights, mate. That Texaco, look at it when it light. Oh, that light hits it. Getting a bit excited.
The soft tires on as well. Definitely.
Well, and the glowing disc. Look at the glowing disc. It's just, oh, mate. Someone take a highlight shot of that or do something, please. One of you drivers, just give us a bit of a squiz. I might reach out to one of the boys. Just to get some theatre shots, and that would be pretty good.
So DJ then off underway on his lap down into turn 1. Take a right here through turn 2. Left-hander of 3. Exit this little kink is actually classed as a corner, so that's 4. We're going to go right-hander into 5. Use as much of the track as possible. This is the first DRS zone then. Out of 5, this little corner here, if you want to call it a corner, is 6. Down into a heavy braking zone of turn 7, the left-hander. This is where the track tightens up here, between 7 and 8. And then onwards out of 8, towards 9. Yellow in sector 1.
He's very clean here, Housey. This is a cracking lap so far. He looks absolutely bolted as the DJ, and doing a phenomenal job so far, Housey.
Yep, he is indeed. This is then.
I was a bit reluctant to say that being in the commentary box.
Yeah.
Come on, DJ.
DJ normally, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But yeah, out of turns 13 into 14, then he's purpled. Obviously, the first sector being the first car around, always going to be that way. tricky end to the lap now. It starts this last sector. The tricky part of the last sector.
Oh!
I was just about to say that corner. Drivers seem to want to be very
They
greedy there.
do. They really, really
And
do.
again, don't like it.
We saw that in the Aussie division, Housey. We really did. And Drofdas has done the same. He's invalidated as well. Who is next there, Housey? Trying to pick him up as we go along. It is Ramsell, the chiropractor. And, well, Drofdas getting well. And sure, Ramsell's invalidated as well. These boys are being a bit greedy here, Housey. As we did see, Xerxes has invalidated himself. Who is out there at the moment? And Dench. And he's on a lap, mate. Nice and green from the lad. The resident Swede goes across the line. Sets a 1 minute 36.2 there, my friend. And for now, the only one to set a valid time.
Yep. It's Pills next along, I believe. Old Spice Racing driver. He's cleared that sector without invalidating, so let's see what Pills has got in his locker. Early doors. Obviously, we will see these times tumble. But wow,
there you go. 35.3 from Pills. Junior's going in the pit lane. Senior is out there on track, aka chiropractor, and also the Ramsell. But where is Xerxes? He's invalidated as well, of course, with the reserve. Who's that
LPE?
reserve out there on
LPE.
track, Housey?
LPE.
It is LPE, and no, he's backed out of this one, Housey.
He's backed out this round.
So,
P's did a 35.6
these
just a
boys,
second ago, so P's P2. P2.
as we've seen in the Aussie division, mate, it is a very tough track, and Bloom in the chat saying exactly that, of course. It is an extremely hard track to nail. And, well, proof is in the pudding. Oh, DJ with a tag slapper coming out of that corner. And, well, he held it all together, folks. So it's a 1 minute 36.7. He would have lost a few tenths there, Housey, with that back end stepping out. But at the moment, not too bad. P4 from the man. Got Ramsell out there on track. He will be next to Housey. His fuel light is screaming at him, so he won't set another one. He'll have to go for a splash and dash if he ain't happy with this one. But a 37.3, P6 for now. Xerxes out on track as well. He's on the back straight. Who is next? Drofdas. Whereabouts is he? He's invalidated, Housey. So not too sure what is going on there with the new Portonian. Just Mikey out on track as well. He's in the second sector, so we'll flick back up to Xerxes and see how he fares.
Yep. Purple to sector 2, look. So it's going well at the moment. Early doors in the lap. God, I love that colour. Honestly.
It's not bad. It's very tough to decide. It is very, very tough to decide.
Does look good. Does this Cabra's really, really good. So Zerk's looking nice and clean. Got through that tricky corner without invalidating as well. Just a matter of pretty much flat little lift there. Feel like screaming. Goes P4, 36.5. So good opening lap from Zerks. Got the reserves. I presume LPE is going to be coming in, is he? No, he's going to go and take the flag again as LPE. Doesn't improve though. In position, it's 8th. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Callum Tyler at the moment here, Housey. And yeah, there he is there, mate. Sorry about that. I was trying to get this all to work. Oh! Callum's out! Callum is out in the wall! And that is his session done, Housey. Holy moly! And, well, not happy. And, well, that was pretty full on. Straight on there. Missed the breaking point, quite possibly. And Dunskies. And unfortunately, Callum, the race is long, mate. Hold your head up. You'll be right, buddy. Anything can happen. It is Singapore, but wowee. Go get yourself checked out at that medical centre. That was a hard hit. But yes, let's go see Curtis. Curtis is about to complete his first flying time here at Singapore. He does a 137.3 Housey and puts himself P7 for now.
Chewy next, the reserve. In again this week is Chewy. Second race for us this season. Did last week for us in France, 13th place there.
Yeah, well, there is Callum in the chat, of course. And, well, mate, yeah, Paul, you're spot on. We've all done it. We've all done it. And unfortunate, mate. But the race is long there, Cal. And just keep your nose clean. You'll be right, mate. Anything can happen. It is Singapore, as I did say before. Got Curly in the chat as well there, Housey. And, well, I do apologise. All the alerts are not working. I don't know what is going on. It's just one of them sessions has been for both divisions. But, yeah, we'll sort it out. Of course, we do apologise. Out of our hands, Mini Ramsell, a.k.a. Junior, has invalidated. The Extremist is out on track, Housey. Bloom is starting a lap as well, and there he is there. So, well, the Extremist is the furthest along, and, well, he's just purpled that first sector there, Housey. Junior's invalidated, and, yeah, I think it is the Extremist.
Yeah. Curtis is further along, but he's already set a time. So
yeah, he's already set a time. He's no problem up there. A 37.3 at the moment. I'm sure he will improve, but there's still plenty of time left in this session, mate. 8 and a bit minutes, of course, as you can see there, folks. And, well, yeah, plenty of water to go under the bridge, mate. So I dare say whoever's out there on track, yeah, they've still got plenty of time to do a bit of a splash and dash, even if they do set this lap currently that they're on. So that's the beauty about the Q1 session. You got plenty of time to get your eye in, get those lap times right down, and, well, if you're lucky enough to make that glorious Q2 session, Housey, well, I mean, that's when you start to ramp it up, of course.
Yep, indeed. It's a very tricky track, as we've touched on a few times. Sloth and Bloomster, I'm just keeping half an eye on these boys. They're going to be the next ones coming. They're on good laps as well. So it is they're starting to eat up.
Well,
they really are.
The Extremist with a 137.956 puts himself P9 there, Housey. He might want to think about having another crack. I reckon these times are going to tumble because you've got some boys in the pit lane. Of course, Pillars and Peas, DJ Death Dragon, all retiring in the pit lane. Quite happy with their performance out there on track there, How's I? And we are currently watching I Am Sloth. Oh, the last corner, Slothy boy! And that would have been a belter of a lap, but unfortunate, mate. He's going to have to throw that one in the pit lane because this lap will be invalid. And, yeah, if he's got the fuel, I doubt he'll have the fuel. But we'll just wait and see how that one fares. Junior is about to set a time. His first time run of this Q1 session. How's he? Yellow flags. And that is a 136.4. Puts himself P5, how's he?
Yep, Droftus was slightly ahead of Junior. Yet to set a lap time as well. He has done so now. A 36.2 up into P4 for Droftus. So waiting on laps from Sir Young Tommy, Sloppy Boy, and Bannister. Bannister just heading out as we speak. Sir Young Tommy is on one.
He certainly is, how's he?
Validated again.
Well, he's...
Unless that was last corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last corner, so it makes the next one invalid. But yeah, Sir Young Tommy has purpled that second sector. And we've got 2-5 in the chat. How are you, mate? Good to see you in the chat there, brother. Good morning to you. And yes, you are supporting the UK European counterparts. And, well, Q1 early doors. And currently watching Sir Young Tommy, Pot 2 driver Housey, doing a stellar job for his first season. With a 1:37.3 for now, and at the moment, P11.
Yep. Just touch on what you said there. Yep. So Young Tommy having a really good start to the season. Been very impressed with him so far. So Bannister on his out lap. Sloth obviously on a invalidated lap. He's charging that battery back up, his Sloth. So he's about to get underway again. No fuel light, so he's obviously got fuel in
He's
the
got
car.
the fuel.
5.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
But where's Bannister? He's about halfway through the lap, so we'll have to wait a little while before we get another lap on the board by the guys in the bottom. So just have a run through of the drop zone at the moment. So the drop zone is LPE, Callum Tyler, Sloth and Bannister at this point in time. Only 19 in the session. We are hopefully going to get Mazepin in at some point before the race, so he will take that place on the grid with a bit of luck. The Godmother.
Hey, there she is, the Godmother. Oh, don't have to apologise. It's all good. The main thing is you're here, and currently watching the Extremist here, Housey, having a bit of a crack. Is the Extremist? I'm pretty sure he's up. My worth, is he up? 4 tenths, mate. And he's on one here is the Extremist. not comfortable with a 137.9 at the moment. He's kind of there, but not really. There and thereabouts. And his fuel light's on at the moment. So, well, for this lad, this will be it, mate. He needs to have a good third sector here if he wants to sort of be safe. Got a lot of boys still in the pit lane here, Housey, but they still got plenty of time to make it. Oh, that was a... Who was that? Who was that?
Still got 4 wheels. He's all right.
Well, the Extremist, he does improve by 2/10. He lost 2/10 in that last sector. Goes P12. And, well, there you go. Sir Young Tommy throwing that one in at the pit lane. So, well, Housey, what are we going to do here? What are the boys going to do? A lot of them are in the pit lane, as you can see there, mate. Oh, as I just say that, there is some action. There is some action. Who is that?
One of the Texacos. Exiting the pits. It's got to be Sloth shortly. No, actually, no.
LPE, just Mikey, and there you go. Just come out on track, of course. We're going to be focusing on this drop zone here, folks. 3 minutes and 20 seconds, Housey. This is where it's at. This is the exciting part of this Q1 session, to see who survives. And the boys all know this. They're all out there on track. I dare say we're going to see... Ooh, do you reckon Bloom will come back out? Yes, Bloom is back out. Where is Chewy? Chewy's still in the garage, Housey. So he's leaving his run a little bit late, and the Extremist fuel light is on. So whereabouts is he on track? Oh, it's touch and go with this lad. He may be on the cusp.
Bannister just set his first lap time of a 38.1, puts himself P16. Be back to Sloth, I'm sure, is the next guy. Slothy going again. The fuel light is screaming now. The battery is well and truly being used, so Slothy.
Nah, he's 3 seconds down on his previous best, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was, sorry, yeah. Done a 36.6. So, yeah, Chewy's still in the pits.
Yeah, he's still in the pits, so I don't think he's going to come out again. Yeah, that's probably it for him. Bannister, yeah, it'll be Bannister. He's in the drop zone, mate. He's on a time run. This is 4MULA4Racing Racing, folks. And, well, Bannister needs a good lap, of course. Well, 2 weeks in a row, Housey. There's a couple. Well, Mr. Monday is not here. And who was the other one there, Housey? I cannot remember for the life of me. But
Energetics.
Energetics, that is right. Sorry, Energetics. But yes, Mr. Monday has 2 in a row. And, well, he's one of our, well, we don't have favourites, but we like the Mr. Monday. He does turn up for race day, and it is brilliant to see. All the lads are great. And big shout out to those boys, of course. You were sorely missed. And get your butts back into your full-time seats, boys. And, well, well, Xerxes is in the chat. And, well, Xerxes is being... Whoa, Bannister! Well, straight on, Housey, straight on! And that has kind of stuffed him right up. We won't stay on him. We will flick to the next car ahead, and that is LPE. Oh, LPE!
Out of it as well. I don't know what is going on.
What is going on?
Great, strange place. His car went into AI for a second there, just as I picked him up.
LPE's backed right out of the LPE's backed right out of this lap, and he's got a long way to go. So we'll go to Bloom, and yeah, there he is, Bloomstar. Bloomstar's up, and he's on a lap. So we'll stay with this one. And we do apologise, folks. That was a bit awkward to work that one out. We've got 4 cars on track, and they're all doing different things. So we're coming towards the end of this queue. Oh, Bloom's out. Bloom is out. That was huge, Housey. That was huge! And that is Bloom session done. Wowee, what is going on?
It'll be just Mikey then.
Mate, this track, I tell you what, this track is one of them tracks where, well, concentration levels need to be high. They need to be up. You need to be focused. And it has a way of biting drivers in the backside. As we see just Mikey getting very close to the inside barrier there just before the tunnel. And here he comes, all good and proper so far. The time has clicked down here, mate. And this will be it. This will be it. Just Mikey, a 38.1 P16 LPE in the pit lane. And that's this session done.
Oh, so we've lost a few cars out of that one.
Wow, mate. Wow.
2-5's comment.
Yeah, the Singapore Ghost. Well, I mean, he gets around as the Singapore Ghost 2-5, of course. You're a great recipient of that. That and the Russian Ghost, to be fair, mate, of course. If you go back to last season and check out, well, this particular Grand Prix, the Aussie division, well, the turn 1, turn 3. So that left-hander at the very start of the Grand Prix, the start of the lap, left-hander, right-hander, left-hander, that left-hander, the second one. Well, it is a left-hander. 2-5 goes right. And, well, the Singapore Ghost bumped him in the wall. That's what I reckon it was. And at Russia this season, you can go back and check that one out too. 2-5 all by his lonesome. Next thing you know, the Russian Ghost goes, no, son, in the wall you go, and just gives the car a bit of a bump. And into the wall he went. But there you go, 2-5. And it's all been explained for you, mate. But Pillars. The Pillsman on top. With a 155.3 there, Housey. Peas and Dench. Oh, look at the sparring partners, these four. And, well. I am Sloth doing a stellar job, of course. He's freshly taken off ABS. So let's not forget about that, of course. He won last week. And, well, great to see him back up there on the podium placings, of course, last week. But there you go. Bloom out. Mikey out. Bannister out. LPE out. And Callum has just got back from the medical centre, and he is A-OK. He will join.
Yeah, medical centre busy there as well.
Oh, wow, was it busy? Jesus. Well, mate, I mean, geez, they would have had to wait for probably a third chopper if that was real life, mate, because... well, the two would have been used up pretty bloody quickly. I hope all is well. Good to see the chiropractor is still on the grid. Of course, when he is available, I'm sure he can check out his fellow compatriots and get them all sorted. Sorry, folks. We're having a bit of fun here in the box. And, well...
Cars coming out for them for this strategic Q2 session.
Who will be first to blink? Is it Pillars? No! Pillars got jumped. Who jumped him? Xerxes. And Xerxes will be loving the fact he's first out on track. He is. He's tipping his wings like what they do as fighter pilots, saying, I see you, boys. And yes, Xerxes, we see you too. As Pillars ain't happy. Xerxes open and closing his wings, saying, sucked in, Pills. I got ya. I'm getting this airtime. You're not having it. And, well, rightly so. The graphics god himself, the designer of Capri's racing livery. This lad is a god. The graphics god. The guy who's responsible for all that beautiful work that you see there at the start of the streams. Of course, the championship tables and all that stuff. And that's enough pumping up the Xerx man. He's just relinquished the lead. He doesn't want the attention. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want the attention. I know how Xerxes works. We'll jump to the Pills because this boy certainly loves the attention. And we're going to give it to him because this fella here, he is the Season 1 champ. Season 1 champ, the first champ of Formula 4, of course. And, well, that was a while ago now, of course. Season 2 champ was Peas. And Season 3, well, we are well in the thick of it. Round 5, folks, Singapore. And this will be a belter.
Indeed it will. Obviously, the racetrack always throws up some some good, interesting racing when it comes to the race time. Both these boys out on the softs though at the moment, so I'm guessing there's a whole heap of sandbags about to be thrown out this lap, to be honest with you.
I'm going to have to do these manually because they're not coming up, but 2-5 donated, well, 1,200 bits. 2-5 is a champion, and he's dipped into his Bitcoin there, Housey. And, well, thank you very, very much there, mate. Do apologise. The alerts aren't coming up. They're not coming up. I don't know why. Everything's all enabled, and it's just having a fit. So, funny buggers all around here. But, yeah, thank you very much, 2-5. Much appreciated, mate. Awesome job by you. But, yes, Pillars. Going to get us underway.
Wrong there.
A little bit, mate. It's a bit untidy from the lad, and, well, he won't be happy, and, well, he's taking chances everywhere. getting greedy on some of these curbs. You want to be careful. This lad's got some skill, of course. Don't need to tell these boys twice. And, well, there you go. Let's just see how he goes, of course. How's he? Purple, purple,
Not,
purple, you'll
no
see,
DRS.
but no, he's turned it off.
No,
Oh, let's
yeah,
go. Oh,
no,
what are we doing? How we
no
do it
real-
all the time. Come on, boy. Come on, Combox. Wake up. Wake up. We know this is the strategic session. We know it, Housey. Let's just have a look to see who's setting times. There you go. Pease is out there on track. He's not using ERS. We've got Xerxes out there on track. He's not using ERS. You've got and Denj out on track using ERS. Ooh, Denji, let's go, mate. Let's go. The Swede never fails. Never fails. And, well, let's just see how he goes, Housey. Looks like he's on a lap here, mate. Looks like he's on a lap here, Housey. He's coming around the last corner. He's the Swede. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? It's a 35.5. P1.
Nice.
35.5. Great lap there from Andenj. There you go, mate. It is that session where the boys are playing funny buggers. And, well. So, Kaiser out there on track, invalidated, of course. Going to see this ramp up towards the end.
Junior and Senior both out there on mediums, so I'll say that they're going to be on laps in a minute. I think Curtis has just started a lap on the mediums. Extremist got the mediums fitted, still sat in the pit. Sloth on an out lap on the mediums, and so is Chewy. So
yeah, of course.
Curtis is on a live lap here on the mediums.
Of course, I mean, especially, I mean, the second lap's always pretty good, but I mean, the tyre life is what you want to sort of preserve for the race, of course. You get it done in one lap, and that's as good as golden. Excuse me, folks. Just because of the tyre life is so very harsh around this particular circuit. And there you go. Curtis is back right out of it. He was a little bit, his line was a bit compromised there, but there you go. He's back well and truly out of it. He'll have to reset and go again. Xerxes has invalidated, of course. Who is out there? Mini Ramsell has invalidated. We'll go back to Slothy Boy. And there he is there, just starting a lap. And Chewy Racing is a bit further along than Sloth on the medium. There's also... Oh, Drop Dash is out! Drop Dash is out! Whoa! Well, we just caught that. Drop Dash has clipped the barrier. And Jesus, out he goes. Wow.
Junior slowing up for a look at Drofters, check on him. That was very nice of Junior. He's learning the ways of the Formula 4 love. Stopped to have a little check he did whilst riding on board with Junior to get a view of it.
Well, how's he? That was huge.
Wow.
That was huge. Sir Young Tommy around the last corner. No ERS on, so he's going to go back into the pit lane. These boys are going to reset. And Jesus. I tell you what, Droft. Mate, there's another one to the medical centre. Please, I do hope he's okay, folks. I do hope he is okay. And, well, that was a big knock. Big knock. Bit of a shock there, Housey. Did not expect that one. And, well, he's in the chat. He wants driver of the day. He wants driver of the day. So there is a method to the madness. But let's just see what Chewy does. He's got one more corner to go here, Housey. Probably, well, let's just see. He's on the medium. It's a 138.6. Puts himself P2.
Slothy just lost the back end in second to last corner. Does go second to 37.1 on the medium. But he did lose some time there. So Sloth's got more in the locker. Let's have a quick look.
Well, the chiropractor's out there. Yeah, he's
136.1, I reckon.
You reckon?
Medium. 136. Yeah. Well, the Australian side this morning was a 36.1, and even though it started off wet, I mean, I don't know, would you class that as damp in Q2 or completely dry? I mean, it was. I think they all had the tyres on
but it was drying
so
in the end. In the end, it was ready, wasn't it? And they were all setting times.
It was
in the end on the dry
So-
track. So yeah. But a
36.1 was the time.
very green track, to be fair.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, the pole position time is was as dry as you could say dry there, mate. And of course, the dry race in the Aussie side. But DJ Jethdragon out there on track there, how's I? He is next across the line, I do believe. I think there are a couple of boys out there in front of him just marked up their laps. They will have to go again. There is still plenty of time left in this one here, mate. 7 minutes and roughly 10 seconds remaining. Of course, DJ out there on track, the Texaco Racing driver, mate. That is under lights. It is tough. They've put themselves into the picture with this one under lights, have the Texaco boys. And, well, DJ doing the thing. He backed out of it. It is the
Junior.
It is the strategic session, Housey. And I keep forgetting every now and then, but the Extremist is out there. He's purple the first sector on the medium. Do apologise, Junior. You set a 136.6. Put yourself P2 for now. But currently watching the Extremist out there on track. Get to set a time on the medium. Did a great first sector, Housey. So we're going to keep an eye on this one.
Yep. That was a good lap from Junior, to be fair. 36.6 on the medium. Impressive stuff from Junior. Moments ago. Yes.
So there you go. The Extremist purpled again. So he's on it. The Extremist is on it. He's got to have a... This is the sector, though, Housey. Sector 3, very, very tricky, very technical, very twisty, very tight. It's all about your exits, of course, but, I mean, these walls, they creep on you, up on you very quick. And, well, it is all about how good you are on that braking point and picking up that throttle, of course. And, well, let's just see how the Extremist goes. He's improving. Well, he's having a great lap. He's having a great lap. Let's just see what he does. It's a 37.5 there, Housey. Puts himself P4, so he's losing a lot of time in that final sector is the Extremist. As we go down to Xerxes, he's out on track. Invalidated. We've got Curtis about to... he set his first sector time of a 26-something. Kaiser's getting himself underway as well, Housey. So a little bit of a lull period. The boys are out on track. It's going to ramp up pretty quick. Smart. Pillars is out there again. What is he doing? He's definitely setting some pace here, mate. He's on the mediums. All the boys on the mediums now. And this is where it's at, of course. The softs you don't want to start on. You don't even want to use the softs if you can avoid it around this one. It is a comfortable medium hard or a hard medium around this particular track. And yeah, that's just what it is around here with the tyre wear being so high. And well, of course, Housey, in real life, the altitude, the humidity, the thinness of the air, you're running virtually Monaco wings around here, believe it or not. Considering how high it is, it's the air density that, well, does not make the car work. So it's high wings all round, and just to keep the car planted. Who is next on the lap? I'm watching Pillars at the moment. He's absolutely flying. Where's Curtis? There he is there. Curtis coming around the last corner, Housey. Thank you very much, mate. He crosses the line. He sets a 137.0. Great time from Curtis. Where is Pease? Pease is out there as well. Who is next? Is it Pillars? Is it Pillars?
Pills. It is Pills. Yeah, it's Pills. If he's on it.
He's on it. He definitely is on it.
Then Pease afterwards.
So Pillars crosses the line. It's a 35.9 there, mate. Great time. Here comes Pease. Here comes Pease. What's he got in the bag? A 35.5, if you don't mind. And that is the championship leader doing a flex. But Xerxes invalidated his previous run. He's going to have another crack. Where is the chiropractor? Kaiser, sorry, mate. I just missed it. 138.699. Or we'll call it a 38.7. And, well, Ramsell out there. Yet to set a time is the lad. He's got a little bit of traffic there in front of him. Who is that? Sir Young Tommy. But Sir Young Tommy's on a lap. So, where is Kaiser? Kaiser's a bit behind. So there is a Rothman's Racing further along.
Yes, Curtis.
Oh, there you go. He
Curtis,
is.
Yeah, and he's up. He's up as well. Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be the second lap on these mediums for Curtis. Should he take the line? I mean, he's not up by a lot, to be honest. Into this tricky third sector, obviously make or break section of the track.
This is it, Housey. This is so important. Quality, mate. This is it. This is it. I mean, you can either, with this particular track, I mean, the setup can go both ways. You can either have it set up so you've got that downforce throughout this part of the track, or you can have it for the straight line speed. Now, whether you choose which way you go is entirely up to the drivers. As Curtis does improve, did he improve? I just missed that, but a 36.758, P6. As we'll flick back down to Ramsell's invalidated. Xerxes is invalidated. What is going on? Mini Ramsell has decided he's retiring in the pit lane. Sir Young Tommy getting himself, well, there you go, with a 37.1. Yeah, improved, definitely improved. Kaiser will be next on a valid run here, Housey. Team Rothmans. The Extremist retiring in the pit lane. P8 with a 137.5 there, mate. So Kaiser throwing that one in the pit lane. Ramsell, he has to get himself going. This is it, mate. This is really it. Well, there's 2 minutes remaining in this session. If he has the fuel, he may be able to go again. Xerxes, well, he definitely needs to go again, Housey. Just can't hook up a lap, can the lad? As
Yeah,
we'll flick
but
to
look where he is
Ramsell.
on track. Sorry, I'm just noticing that.
Is that Andenge?
Yeah, of course it's Anden.
Oh, I love this guy. I love this guy. That's what you do.
Look at this.
Look at it.
Again,
Look at
Perfect.
Andenge.
Perfect.
P2 doesn't need to be out on track. And look at this. Look at this. He's just helping his mate. That's what it's all about here at Formula 4. Well out of the way. What a legend. And thank you very much, says Xerxes. And on your way, son. Have a crack.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work from Andenge once again. He's getting a real habit of that.
He's good at it. He's
We're gonna
very,
have to
very good at
We're
it.
gonna have to rename him as the Toe Man Andenge or something. You
I
know?
can't call him that.
Tomada. Can we call him Tomada?
The Swedish Checo, mate. The Swedish Checo. And,
I think he's better than Checo.
oh, there you go.
Statement, but I reckon so.
The Swedish, well, I mean, that's not bad. You can't call him the, you can't call him the
The Toe Man. Start calling him Iceman, the Wingman. So young Tommy's boxing. Young Tommy, I thought he was just on a lap, but not. What have we got? We've got one. Yeah, Zerksen about to close out this lap. Let's see if that helped him. Comfortably safe. P7 for Zerksen, 37.8. Who is that? Rothmans. It's DJ. He's half a second up, so good lap from DJ here. Obviously currently in the drop zone, P12. Gets himself out into P9 at 37.3. So where's Ramsell? Ramsell in the drop zone, 13th, 2 seconds, about to take the checkered flag. So that's the checkered flag dropping. You're not out there. On one. That's it. So Chewy, Kaiser are done. Droftus we know is done. The Extremist is done in 10th. So can Ramsell change this? Only Ramsell that can do anything about it. Just at the end of sector 2 was Ramsell. Tricky section of the track as well, that end of just after the end of sector 2 there. Gets the power down. He's using everything. He used all the battery power. His fuel light is now flashing away. Still got the medium tyre fitted, Ramsell, so he hasn't taken the pop of taking a soft tyre.
Well, let's just see how he goes here, Housey. Just see how he
Little
goes.
twitch on the way in.
He's just treading cautiously. He's got to get this lap done. At the moment, that's not a representative time. He just hasn't hooked it up this session. It's a lot better, of course. He's got to beat a 138.6, of course. And, well, he's smashed it. 137 dead. And, well, there you go. He's thrown the Extremist, who retired early in that session. Well, it's, well, the first of the free tyre choices. Interesting to see which way he's going to go, of course. But there you go. DJ survives. The Extremist didn't. Ramsell, the chiropractor, finds himself in a Q3 session as the lad's taking off. All these assists. He's, well, he's progressing as this season goes on. How good is that?
First appearance for Ramsell in Q3 as well. So congratulations, Ramsell. Good work. Good work. Started off the round nicely.
Well,
hope you can continue the form through the race.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Andenge's, well, what we'll call him, you'll call him the toe man, but Paul Watson with the Top Gun sort of thingo, Goose, and then we've also got Andreas Tovisto. Andreas Tovisto. Sorry, folks, I've just been paying attention. I had a bit of a coughing fit in the background, and that's where I disappeared to. But there you go, Andenge on the softs, Housey. And, well, he's be starting on them ones. Not a bad session at all. Not a bad session in all, but have a look at that one. Peas on top. And by some margin too, mate. 3.5 tenths. So, well, this session here is all about, Q3 is all about where it's at. Who's got the pace? And usually towards the end, Housey. So, I reckon early doors in this session, we might get you to go through some of those great numbers of yours and keep the viewers, drivers, and all involved up to speed on what is going on in the league regarding, well, all your glorious stats there, mate, for this division.
Yeah, we can do. Ramsel in the chat saying he ran out of fuel too. So just about getting it in time.
Just
Paul
like
Watson giving him the credit as well. I think he does deserve that. It's a
he
good
certainly
performance
does.
from Ramsel.
He does, mate. The lad's slowly getting all these assists off, and he's doing a phenomenal job. Is the lad? He's improved a heap since I first met him, and yeah, definitely Paul Watson. We reciprocate that in the commentary box. Definitely proud of the lad, and keep going there, Ramsell. You're doing a stellar job. We'll go back to these telemetries. Get these all up here, mate, and get this one underway.
Yep, P3 session. So
guess
time from this.
guess who's first to blink? Guess who first to blink?
Yeah, not having it this time.
Is the Pillars. And I bet you Xerxes is coming out behind. Xerxes missed it there. That is Xerxes behind him. We'll find out in a minute when that outlap comes up. It is. He missed the boat there. He didn't want the attention, did Xerxes? On the opening lap, he relinquished the last one. And Pillars probably wasn't too happy that he took his airtime. So Pillars got the jump this time round. And that is Old Spice Racing, folks. This is Pillars. He is a pot 1 driver. Great guy. Great racer. And looking forward to him put his hand up for this, this championship, of course. This can go one of many ways, this particular one. And, with the new Portonian having a bit of a mishap in Q2, Housey, it is a marathon. Let's not forget that. The race is still long. The season is very long. Anything can happen. Nothing's won or lost after 5 rounds. Chasey Dane, I've got to do this manually because they're not coming up for some reason. But Chasey Dane has just subscribed for 6 months in a row. Thank you very much, Chasey. The Australian admin, of course, is Chasey Dane. And, there he is there in the chat supporting the boys. Thank you, Chasey. Much appreciated for your resub. But Pillars, about to get us underway here, Housey.
Yep, just coming to the end of his outlap. So we'll get us underway. Just one person. Young Tommy still sat in the box. So Young Tommy doing something a little bit different by the looks of it. Pills will get us underway. It's Zerks to follow. And then I think it's Peas. So Pills, Zerks, Peas with the order.
I could be wrong though, Housey, but I think young Tommy may only have one brand new set of softs left. Yep. I think he had a couple of cracks at it in that Q2 session. I could be wrong, but I think he's only got one set left, and he's probably going to save them for the best part of Q3, which is the very, very end, of course. And as we all know, these boys will set valid times. Of course they will. But they always come back out towards the end of the session there, Housey, as we do know. And, they ramp it right up.
Yep, so the time we're looking for here.
That was a tank slapper and a half there from Pills. But okay, all pointing in the right direction. Like I said, it won't bother him too much. There's still another run to go, of course. And, there he is there. He's still probably set this time. Not too sure. He's still going, Housey. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Yep. Yes, he is. So, he'll probably set this time. He's using the battery.
Yeah, just the battery. Get at least a decent banker. I'll be very surprised if he boxes.
Exactly right. You're probably spot on there, mate.
Got to set it on the board just in case something happens.
Exactly.
Because we all know what he's capable of, obviously. It won't be that. But decent banker just to get us underway with the way it is. So here he is then. Exits turn 23. Close the lap. It is a 35.8. There's going to be Zerks next. Can Zerks beat the benchmark from Pills?
Oh, ran a little bit wide there with 36.1. And it's a little bit behind. Thank you, mate. Where is Peas? There he is there. And, one more corner to go for this man here, Housey. Let's just see what he does. Of course, this guy's always up the top, isn't he? Let's just see what he does. A 35.2. 35.2. Holy shit. Peace has turned up. And, Fairness with a 136.5. There is a Cadbury behind that. Who was that? And
DJ. Yeah, he's invalidated. Next two have invalidated. It's DJ next on the lap. Closely followed by Junior.
Oh, Junior, we just saw in the background there, Housey, on the stream, a bit of a tank slapper. But yes, DJ sits at 136.1. We'll go to Junior, and he's missed the entry to the pit lane. What's he done? No, he's going to cut. Is he going to do it? Oh, Junior. And, well, there you go. There you go. There you go. So young Tommy out there on an outlap. Housey, this is your time. This is your segment. Have a crack, son. That's that man. That's that man. Get that Bible out. Xerxes, you can hear those pages turning. And, well, have a crack there, Housey.
Okay, so we'll do that while the boys... I was just keeping an eye on Andenge just in case he went again. He invalidated the first lap, but
he's probably put this one in and come towards the end, I reckon.
So, quick reminder of last week's results. Pole was Sloth, P1 was Sloth, P's P2, P3 for Andenge. Fastest lap for Pills, driver of the day went to young Tommy. Championship table looks something like this. P's in first position on 91 points. He's been first all season. He's had 3 poles, 3 wins, 1 second. He's the highest cat in the table, the highest pot 1 in the table. He was the highest cat finisher last week with a P2. And he's also top of pot 1 and got the most podiums so far of anyone. Second in the table then is Andenge with 70 points. He's moved up to P2 this week. Highest he's been so far after a solid P3 last week. Highest Cadbury's finisher last week. The highest Cadbury's in the table. He's had 2 podiums, a 4th and a 5th, and a driver of the day. Third then, Droftus, 67 points. He's dropped from P2 to P3 this week. Not been out of the top 3 so far in the table. He's the highest Rothmans. He's had 3 podiums, 2 seconds and 3rd. He was 10th last week, and he's got his driver with the most places gained in a single session still with 18. That was going to be hard to beat, that one. 4th then is Tommy on 64 points. Highest pot 2 driver and highest Old Spice driver in the table. Was the best Old Spice and pot 2 finisher last week in 4th. He's gained the most places last week, joint himself and another driver. We'll get to him later. So 9 places he made up last week to Tommy. Had a stellar job. Good finish. So he's had a 6th, 2 5ths and a 4th so far. Along in 5th then is Pills on 61 points. He's dropped to 5th this week. He's had a 6th, a 3rd, a 2nd, a 15th so far. Yeah, go on.
Well, he got caught out by that safety car. Let's not forget that last week, and well, hurt him big time. And he was not happy. Just a bad, unfortunate set of timing for him, but sure he'll bounce back.
He will. He's had 4-3 Q3 appearances, so he's always a Q3 appearance. 3 fastest laps to his name, best qualifying of 2nd, and driver to have got the most places lost, unfortunately, though, for Pills. So he'll be working on those stats throughout the season. Obviously, they'll even themselves out. What's going on?
Well, young Tommy was purpling both sectors, Housey. Purpled first, purpled second, and invalidated. He'll be ruining that, and he'll reset. He'll probably do, well, there you go. In the pit lane is young Tommy. How much time is left, Housey? 4 minutes. Plenty of time for a bit of a splash and dash. Jumping back up to Ramsdell. Take it away there, mate.
Okay, so we were at P7 in the table, which is DJ. He's on 53 points. He's 1 point off Sloth. Dropped to P7 this week. He's had a 6th last week, a 10th, a 4th, and 11th in the other rounds. 3 Q3 appearances for him. So far, a best qualifying of 5th. So 8th is Curtis on 49 points. He's the highest Rothmans finisher last week. In 5th, joint most places gained then with 9 last week. He's had 2 12ths, a 6th, and a 5th. 9th is Xerx, 49 points. He's level on points with Curtis. 13th, 2 7ths, and an 8th for Xerx last week. 4 Q3 appearances, obviously 5 now. Best qualifying of 7th so far. So 10th is the extremist on 45 points. He's slowly dropping in the table. He was as high as 7th, but he's down to 10th now. He's the highest pot 3 in the table. He was the highest pot 3 finisher last week with a P7. 2 7ths, a 9th, and a 16th for him. Driver of the day accolade to his name as well so far. Bloomstar is P11. I'll stop because Ramsdell's going to take the line.
He certainly is there, House. He crosses the line at 37-0. P6, he will have another crack. Will Ramsdell. Where is Junior? Where is he? There he is there.
He's taking the line now.
And Well, there you
Zero,
go.
yeah.
I've got it on leader. I don't know why I've got it on leader. 36.099 did Junior. And P3 for now there, Housey. We've got Sir Young Tommy having another crack on an outlap, of course. Sloppy Boy has just joined us. And Denge, there he is there, the Swede about to make an entrance to his final push lap here in Q3 of this magnificent street circuit here in Singapore.
All right, we'll carry on. You cut me off as and when you need to.
No
So
problem, mate.
11th is Bloomster, 32 points for him. He's the highest pot 4 on the table. He's had an 8th, an 18th, a 12th, a 14th so far. Best qualifying of 11th. One of 4 drivers yet to make a Q3, but that 4 drivers stat was written in the past because it's definitely now only 3 with Ramsell being in this session. 12th is Kaiser, 31 points. He's 1 point off Bloomster. He's up from 16th this week. Best result last week was the 9th. He's had a 16th, a 15th, a 13th before that. Bannister's in 13th then, 28 points, up 1 spot this week. Best finish of 10th in Hungary, the opening round. Had a 13th, a 17th, a 16th in the last 3 rounds. Another one of those drivers yet to make
Sorry, mate,
Q3.
sorry. Ramsell was on a belter of a lap and took that corner that they're all getting greedy on there, Housey. Did the same deal, mate, and he'll have to have another crack, but this will be it. His fuel light, that's it. His fuel light's done. That's it. He won't go again. He will not go again. Sir Young Tommy out there as well. Let's just pick up who is next. The business end has started there, Housey. We're in it. We're in the thick of it. Slothy Boy out there on an outlap, getting himself underway. Curtis is on a lap here, Housey. He's absolutely sending it. He's got one more corner to go, mate. There is. Let's just see what he's done. He crosses the line at 135.8 P2. Great lap from that lad. Sir Young Tommy, like I did say, underway, of course. And Dange out there on an outlap. He's given himself plenty of room there, Housey, just to get his lap done.
Pease is on a lap at the moment.
And he certainly is, and he certainly is improving. And, well, ever so slightly. Let's just see what he's doing. Oh, there you go. 2 and a bit tenths. Holy shit, he's on it. He's on it today. Yeah, what a stellar job his P's doing this season. And, well, our championship leader, he's the championship leader for a reason. Those green mirrors are homage to Team Jaguar from last season, where he won his title. And, of course, the nose there, Housey. That first fin on the front wing is all homage to Team Jaguar. But this is it. This is the champ. This is the champ. Let's just see what he can do. He's about to set his time. It's a 34.7. A 34.
Wow.
Give it a spell, Peas. Holy moly, what a lap. What a lap. As, well, we got Pillars there. He is next across the line.
What?
And that is a monumental...
I don't think it was about 0.6 up with Bills, but that's not going to be enough to beat Peas unless he's gained a lot more in this final
It's
sector.
a 35.1. 35.1 from the Pills, man. Great lap. Sir Young Tommy. Is it Sir Young Tommy? No, it is not. It's Sloppy Boy. Sloppy Boy is next across the line. He's about to set his time of a 36.0. Sir Young Tommy. The 35.8. Great lap from Sir Young Tommy. And Danger's invalidated, and it'll be Curtis going in the pit lane. And that is this session done. Well, well, well. Mate, hot peas. Well, Jesus, Jesus. How good is this lad? How good is this lad? A 34.7 Housey and shit. Wow.
Stunning lap.
What a lap.
Peas.
Congratulations, Peas.
Bit fired up perhaps from last week.
Quite possibly.
Obviously had those 3 pole positions in a row in the opening rounds.
Yes.
And then with Sloffy taking the pole last week. Maybe give him a bit of...
well, not only that, pinched the win as well, did Sloppy Boy. Of course, with that unbelievable switchback. And got Peas on that last lap, of course. But he's fired up. Look at him. He's fired up. That's probably a warning shot to the rest of the group. Do not anger this man. He's just beaten. And on top of the timing charts by 4.5 tenths. Pillars, P2. Curtis, great lap, P3. Sir Young Tommy, I am Sloth. Junior. Xerxes, there he is there, saying he brushed the wall on his last run there. DJ Death Dragon in P8. Ramsell, P9, and Andenge unfortunately failed to set a lap. But, well, looking forward to seeing how he fares throughout this one, mate. And, well, like we do say, mate, the race is long. Those walls are close and better than us, Housey.
Yeah. Looking forward to this one then. So it's going to be race time. Just double checking back on Q2 there quickly. It is Anden's the only one then to be on the different compound. We'll see what the boys from 11th down or whatever do once we get in. Obviously the boys just need to do their strategies and things here. So we can carry on for a minute through the table. It's Junior along in 14th, 26 points. He starts up a string of drivers all tied on points. Unfortunately, a DNS last week for a DNF, sorry, last week for Junior. He's had a best finish of 9th, worst finish of 14th. Callum then is along in 15th. He's on 26 points too, obviously tied on points with Junior. Moves up 3 places this week after his 11th last week. He's the highest pot 4 last week. He's had 2 11ths, 2 18ths. So he either finishes 11th or 18th, does Callum. Second highest places gained last week was 7, so he did a good job in the race last week. Mikey then along in 16th on 26 points. He's the third driver, sat on 26 points. Up 1 spot this week. 12th last week. To go with a 15th, a 10th, and unfortunate DNF before that. 17th then is Ramsell, 24 points. He's dropped from 13th to 17th this week after a DNF last week. He had a 16th, a 15th, and an 8th before that. Obviously, I'd written down here, yet to make Q3, but he's done that now. So, once again, congratulations to Ramsell. 18th then in the championships, Energetics. He's not here, unfortunately, tonight. So, 18th for Energetics, 23 points. 19th then, Mr. Monday, again, unfortunately not here this week. And is Mazepin on the grid? Because Mazepin is 20th. He is. So Mazepin is going to take 20th on the grid after missing the whole qualifying session. But he's 20th in the championship. Is Mazepin. He's got in. I know he was having some issues with some PlayStation or PSN stuff before. Couldn't make the qualifying. But he is here for the race. We've got full 20 cars.
I fully agree with him because, as you know, Housey, and we did touch on pre-stream, I had the same issue, and well, it was all password resets and everything, so it was a bit of interesting stuff for myself as well. So
I'll tell you what, Skate. And Denge on those softs, he's starting P10. This is going to be hard. A hard game for Anden.
He has made it difficult for himself, but there you go, mate. He certainly has. So just go for it, mate.
Quick rundown. No, I was just going to go for a rundown of the order. If you want to flip them as I read them.
Go for it.
So it's Peas then. It's going to be starting this one off pole position, cat driver. Next up then is the Old Spice of Pillars. This is going to be a tight battle all the way through. Curtis is in it this time. P3 from Curtis. Getting better and better is the lad. Sir Young Tommy, Mr. Consistent in P4. So he'll be looking for another good result. Sloth then goes from 5th in the Texaco. He's got Junior behind him starting in 6th. Xerxes then in 7th. DJ starting in 8th. Ramsell in 9th. And Denge, as we've just touched on, in 10th on those soft tyres. The top 9 all on the mediums. 11th then, first free choice of tyre in the cat is the Extremist. He's gone with the hard, so he's looking to go long here. Be interesting to see what his pace is like and how far he can make it up. So keep an eye on the Extremist to see what he's doing. Chewy then, highest reserve in this one, 12th. Good result from Chewy there in qualifying again. He goes from 12th on the medium. Then we've got Kaiser in 13th and Droftus, the two Rothmans lads. Both elected to go with the soft, so I don't know whether that's Droftus going with the soft, Kaiser, maybe they're in a team chat. Kaiser saying, I'll tell you what, I'm going to match you and I'm going to follow you through, son. Because I'm sure Droftus wanting to be climbing that order. So going from 15th then is Bloomster on the mediums. Just Mikey was starting 16th on the mediums. Bannister also going on the hards from 17th. LPE from 18th on the mediums. Callum Tyler in 19th on the hards. And Mazepin selecting the mediums from P20.
Okay, here we go, Housey. Here we go. Let's get a good shot of this one. We'll try to get a good shot of this one, folks. I'll put my nose, or the camera's down towards the back of the grid, or the midway point anyway. We'll catch these light sequence and get this one underway as the boys are loaded in. We can't quite see the lights. There we go. We got 4 lights. We got 5 lights. And we are going here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Great start there by the leaders. So far, so good by everyone involved. Absolutely brilliant. All late braking there by a Caterpillar. Look like Bloom. Bloom moving up a couple of positions. Oh, we've got a spinner. Ramsell's around down towards the back of the field. But the leaders all through unscathed. Your boy Andenge already up in a P8. He's going to take Xerxes. What a move from Andenge. Up into P7 already. Fantastic start. And look who's joined the party. The new Portonian already up into P9, Housey. Already up into P9.
Yeah, good start from him. Looked nice and clean at the back, to be honest with you. I didn't see what happened to Ramsell because I was further back than Ramsell, but behind that point. Again, very, very good into turn one. Everybody on the brakes nicely, knowing that they can't just get in there how they want to. Nice and calm, good start. Chewy's had a bit of a bad start though. He's dropped 5 places, so he's down as 17th at the moment, so not a great start for Chewy. Best mover so far, Callum, with up 4 places on this opening lap.
Oh, have a look at this though, Housey. We have got a look at this. I mean, it's opening lap, but I am Sloth, Mini Ramsell, and Andenge getting. Oh, Andenge, what up?
Yeah, that's what I was whooping about.
But
Really,
Rips, he's not giving it up. He's not having it. He's not having it at all. And, well, there you go. I've just missed that one. I do apologise. I missed the replay. I forgot to push me button. But that was a cracker from Andenge. What a move on the opening lap of the Grand Prix. From P10 to P6.
Yeah, great start from Andenge. He's got those soft tyres on though, just bearing in mind.
Yes, he's got to make the most of it. He's got to make the most of it. Yep.
He's got to go now. Yeah, but P's out the box. I tell you, he's not messing around here.
He's not. He's
saying if anybody wants it, come and get it because I'm out of here.
He wants it. He's hungry. He's hungry, and look at him, mate. We're on lap 2. He's pulled 1.5 seconds on pillars, and that is huge. That is huge. As well, P's doing his thing. Where is Droftas? Droftas getting by Xerxes. Xerxes not having it. But yeah, there you go. Droftas on the soft as well, though, Housey. And he's got a bit of a tough job. He is making hay while the sun shines, of course, mate. P8 from P14 on the grid, and doing a stellar job is the Droftas man. We've got Sir Young Tommy all over the back of Curtis like a rash, and well, these are the 2 new kids on the block, Housey. 2 new kids on the block, and well, P3, P4 respectively.
Sloth and Andenge behind. I'll tell you what, we've got a queue actually. We've got a big train all the way back to. Well, DJ, the
Kaiser and Bloom, Kaiser and Extremist. Well, Kaiser, there's a Rothman sandwich here between 2 Caterpillars. Look at this. As well, I'll tell you what, Kaiser might be feeling a bit uncomfortable there. He's got 2 cats to contend with.
And Denge all over the back. Sloth just dropped a little bit though, unfortunately. He sets the fastest lap so far then. Extremist, the first one to get a warning. 3-second time penalty for Extremist. He's pushing though.
But look at Junior. Look at Junior trying to hang on to back of Andenge. He's doing a great job. Of course, Andenge is no slouch, but these soft compounds, they don't last too long around here. Housey, as LPE gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunate, mate. But there you go.
Mazepin had been in as well.
Yes, he had. Yeah.
Previous lap. I presume that was wing damage somewhere on the line. I didn't see it, but put on another set of mediums, so pretty much as you were for Mazepin. Kaiser just got the Extremist then for P11. So Young Tommy and Curtis. Oh, this is going to be a good battle.
Oh, mate.
As you said,
the new kids on the block are doing their thing. Look at these 2. Look at these 2 having a good showing, and well, Slothy Boy, they're all hanging on to it. The top 5 all on the medium, all on the same similar strat. And, well, there you go. Andenge a bit out of sync. And same with Droftas. But they have made up a monumental amount of positions, both of these lads. Made the best of a bad situation. And, well, they've got a bit of work to do, of course. As we do know, the softs don't last very long around here. It is a medium hard at best. They go in a bit of a different route, a bit of a different way. And let's just see how they fare towards the end of this one. You can bet your bottom dollar they will be there and thereabouts there, Housey. As we're going to have a look at Bloom all over the Extremist, the 2 cat boys, as the Extremist on the hard compound. And, well, he was the leader of the hard compounds there. As we did see in the Aussie division, they do come into their own towards the end, Housey, because you throw on the mediums, and with a lighter sort of a car, they are a better tyre to finish the race on, of course, compared to that hard compound tyre. Bearing no safety cars, of course, and, well, Droftas just dropped a little bit off Junior there. the gaps are starting to stabilise a little bit, Housey. Just maybe the drivers are biding their time a little bit.
Look at the gap.
But look at the gaps. Yeah,
Fourth and 10th, like,
yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Second half, give it or take.
Well, I mean, it is race critical. If you do not hang on to that DRS, brilliant. It is curtains. And these boys know that. We all know that at this particular track. It is super, super critical to hang on to it. And, well, that's exactly what they're all doing. They're all towing each other along. The second you fall out of that 1 second drop zone, it's curtains. You tend to get swallowed up pretty quickly. And these track limit penalties are starting to come in. Ramsdale just got one, LPE, of course, and well, the extremists all have time penalties now, as we are on lap 4 of 31, Housey.
Yep, DRS well and truly in operation now, so can anyone in this train make a move? The problem is, obviously, they're all towing each other. Sir Young Tommy's the worst one, Curtis, the lead one of the train, so he's towing them all along. It's close between them all. I mean, this could be an epic battle.
I mean,
goes all the way. Let's just hope we don't get a safety car, because I want to see this battle go all the way uninterrupted. I want to see what they've got.
Well, I mean, Pease is in another league at the moment.
Pease
is in another league. He is in, mate. Well, I mean, we're going to...
Pills is gone as well, though. Pills is gone as well.
He's keeping it. They're doing a stellar job, these two leaders, of course. But lap 5, 2.4 seconds. Pretty impressive from our champ. At the moment, and while he can control this one, he's just got to keep the thing going, and we're probably not going to see too much of him unless the gaps close right back up again, Housey, because we have got a stellar battle.
The battle for the podium, the third spot on the podium,
yeah,
as it stands at the moment, at early doors in the race. Extremist gets past Bloomstead for P12.
This reminds me of a race, though, Housey, where, I mean, it's all part of it, but keeping it clean is another thing. You could imagine it finishing like that, and you got a 3 second. How many places would you drop?
Yeah, well,
that's the thing.
Exactly
that's the thing, and
exactly
you've got to keep it clean, keep it between the white lines, and just hang on to that DRS. It is very tough to do. It is a tricky track in real life. The real F1 boys train especially hard for this track. They do extra neck training, of course. It is a high, intense body concentration track, and it's no different from in the game. Very high, intense concentration, and especially trying to extract the most out of the car. It is difficult at the best of times there, Housey. These boys doing a great job. These gaps are still at the same. They have stabilised. They're all in that DRS, and I dare say we're going to get maybe what we're looking for soon. Bloom having a bit of a look on the extremist there, Housey. Had a bit of a back out of it. Just Mikey's having a look what's in front of him and thinking, come on, boys, you can trip over each other. I got this. And Mikey's putting a little bit of pressure on Bloom at the moment here, mate. And it is looking very good.
Yep, Callum as well. I think Extremist just lacking a little bit of pace on those hard tyres compared to Bloom and Mikey on the mediums, but towing Callum back up in 15th as well to the back of Mikey. So that's another little battle going to be going on there. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Keep an eye on that one. Look at these gaps. I mean, who's going to be the first one to pull the pin? It's like almost like it's who's going to be the first one to make a move here? I mean, Curtis just gapped Sir Young Tommy a little bit now. Probably the most we've seen. Similar gap to Sloth, and Denge maybe just gapping Junior now as well, a slight bit, but it's still anyone's from Junior down to DJ. Obviously Droftus and Denge obviously on those soft tyres, so they're going to be the first ones in the box at some point.
Look at Droftus. Look at Droftus. He's got speed.
Get it done there,
he just can't get it done. He's pushing. He's on the hunt. He's the new Portonian. He just can't get it done. And you know what, Housey? We're at about the 5-6 lap mark, and well, we know. We've got to keep reminding the people that the soft compound, they're about at their end of the primo grip at the moment, and well, Droftus getting he wants to get the job. You can see it. He's got the speed. He's just very difficult to pass around here. Patience is the name of the game. And, well, I don't have to tell these boys, these girls, see when they pit, because you don't want to stay too long out on that soft. They do go off the cliff. When they go off the cliff, they go off the cliff in a bad way. These boys all know that. When they pit is up to anyone's guess, but I wouldn't imagine it would be too far away there, Housey. There you go, and he's done it. Droftus in the pit lane, not wasting too much time.
Making a mistake. Sorry, Curtis making a mistake on the final corner on the exit. He's got himself all out of shape, giving young Tommy a good run. And young Tommy makes the move down into turn 1. Also brought Sloth and Andend back into play. Well, certainly Sloth back into play. So a mistake from Curtis. And then picks up a time penalty. And that's just what you were saying.
Yeah.
He's in that pack where that is going to be super critical if it stays like this.
If it
DJ
stays like that,
passes
yeah.
Zerk as well. Zerk's dropping a position. DJ on the move. Up to P8 is DJ. So just a few position changes there in this battle. Unsettle the rhythm a little bit, perhaps.
Well, just Mikey, look at him still putting pressure. He's still putting pressure on Bloom. He's doing a stellar job, is Mikey. He's fired up for this one, Housey, by the look of things. Callum Tyler's still doing a great job as well on that hard compound, hanging onto the back of that medium runner of just Mikey. Stellar job by him as well, of course. Xerxes, as you did touch on, he's still within that. They're all within that glorious DRS zone, still there, Housey.
Out of it now.
Yeah, but it's from P4 to P9, of course. Mini Ramsdale's a little bit out of it, but behind him you've got DJ, of course, who's closed right back up, and Xerxes looking as well. So there is plenty of pressure out there, of course. Can't look at this one as well. Bloom, he's going to make a move. He's going to make a move, is Bloom, and he's got that job done. Has he got a job done?
No, traction poor. You can't take that line like that and get the traction out the corner. So Extremist was quite smart there. But I'm surprised these boys aren't in the chat. I would have thought Bloomster looks, from what we've seen in the last few laps, Bloomster does have a few tenths over the Extremist at the moment. DJ then up to 7th. He's got Junior. Junior's down to 9th. He's in the pits. That's why Andenge in the box too. So Andenge and Junior in.
Oh, Andenge going the hard. Andenge has gone the hard compound. Junior going the hard compound, of course. They all will be. And a new nose for Junior, of course. Curtis back up. Well, he's still hanging on to Sir Young Tommy. Sir Young Tommy doing all the hard work now.
Callum and Mikey, sorry. Callum and Mikey going at it into turn 1. Might be revisited down into turn 7 after the DRS. A little bit wide from Callum. Oh, he's nearly at the wall. It wasn't quite a kiss, but it was close. I mean, we're getting near Valentine's Day. That was as close as you can come to a kiss. Lost a bit of traction though, did Callum. So he's pushing hard as Callum to try and stick with that bunch in front of him. But yeah, what we were trying to say before there, I'm surprised. Extremist not letting Bloomster go.
Well,
Maybe
interesting.
He has got the pace.
Interesting to note. Not only that,
from our point of view.
Droftas has gone a complete opposite way to Andenge. Andenge put he started on the soft as well as Droftas. Droftas has put the medium on, and Andenge has come out on the hard. Now, Droftas really needs to, he's maybe hoping on a late safety car, hopefully, for himself, because he will need to box again, as Andenge may be able to get away with running those hards. If there is no safety car, it's going to hurt a little bit here, Housey. We'll go back up to the top. Still, sorry?
Did Andenge put a wing on?
I don't know.
How did he jump him in the pits? Droftus was behind him.
Maybe it was a double stack. I'm not too sure, Housey. Not too sure, mate. Not too sure. But there you go. Xerxes out there. He's behind DJ still by half a second there, mate. DJ's dropped off a little bit from Curtis. So, and we've missed Sloth. Sloth has got by Curtis, so I do apologise, Sloth. But there you go. He set his sights on young Tommy. Young Tommy punching that hole in the air. He's doing all the hard work, Housey. He's doing all the hard work, burning that battery. And, young Slothy boy has got that glorious DRS, whereas young Tommy does not. He has to use that battery to get that extra purchase, mate.
Yep. Curtis on the back of him, though. They're not dropping Curtis. Curtis has regrouped a bit. So, there's some really good battles going on here in this one. Really, really good. Impressive. Droftus then gets Ramsel for 13th, so further back down, and then win. Ooh. Next to try and catch him. He's got a bit of a gap at the moment, though.
Oh, team orders! Team orders, and it's at the wrong spot because it's hurt Bannister. Yeah. It is hurt Bannister, and Ramsdale gets by as well. So there you go, Bannister 2 positions down from letting his teammate through, and probably the wrong spot to.
Timing, isn't it?
It's all about timing, mate. It's all about timing. But all good for the team thing, but it's hurt him a little bit. Just the timing of it to get that one right. It's difficult, of course, around here. But there you go. Callum Tyler still on the back of just Mikey, and we've got a VSC.
Virtual safety car.
What has happened, Housey? What has happened? It was
Sector 1. It was Sector 1, but I don't see what happened in Sector 1. LPE's in Sector 1. But
Well, we've got some action in the
he's
pit
all right.
lane. We've got some action in the pit
No, he's
lane.
not. He's got a front wing off. It's LPE then. Front wing off for LPE. Not quite sure how he did it.
Here
Who's
we
in?
go.
So,
Sir Young Tommy, I am Sloth, Curtis, Xerxes, all in the pit lane.
Okay, so is this a bit like last week? Were the leaders too far around? Were Peas and Pills too far away from that one? I think they were. Just didn't have the chance to get in under the VSC. So, will it go back green this lap?
Not
Is
too
it gonna
sure,
work out
mate.
for
Not
those
too
boys?
sure why it was
Well,
required,
they
to be
can get a
fair.
jump.
But, well, there
It
you
wasn't
go.
required. It wasn't. It 100% wasn't required. But unfortunately, that's the way it seems to work here. We had an incident earlier in the Aussie stream with one of the drivers that, again, caused a safety car when there was literally no need for it. But we work with the tools and equipment we've got, and this is what we can do. So we just have to roll with the punches here. It is what it is. At least it's a VSC, not a virtual safety car.
Oh, there
It
you
goes
go.
back green.
Green.
And there's the inevitable drive-through penalty for the delta time. So I think that was that LPE?
That was LPE, my friend,
That's
and yes,
LPE.
LPE caught it.
That's
Yeah,
LPE.
there you go. So another thing, super critical with that Delta, and well, LPE falling foul to that one, unfortunately for him. Bloomstar finds himself up in the 5th position here, has he? On P5 behind the extremists, and these two boys have been following each other through with Callum, of course, and well, DJ doing a great job as well in P3. DJ Death Dragon, the lead Texaco car, and doing a great job is the resident Arnie. Of course, lap 11 of 35, and well, he's already pit. He had a bit of an early mishap, of course, at the start. He got rid of that, whatever he had on at the start, and now he's on 9-lap old mediums, 10-lap old mediums, and well, he did a first lap pit stop, of course, as you can see, and great stuff from him. Sir Young Tommy is out there on track, and excuse me. Oh, what's he doing there?
Doing a stellar job. He's doing a stellar job. Trying to hold off Sloth is young Tommy. So, Extremist up one place then. Pills, is that in the pit? No, not. Did he make a mistake then? Did Pills make a mistake there? Because he's dropped down to 5th. Let's check on his wing. Let me give me a decent camera angle. I think it's okay. Yeah, it looks alright. So, I think maybe a mistake from Pills. That could be costly though. Or was that just coming out of the pits? Was that one coming out of the pits? Yeah, it was coming out of the pits. Sorry, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Problem flicking around.
Well, this is heating up, Housey. This is really heating
Callum.
up. I am Sloth, Sir Young Tommy. This is heating right up. Slothy boys getting really racing now, Housey. They're both on fresh hard compounds, as you all can see at home. But Sir Slothy boy has got some speed in that Texaco. We've also got Droftas there. Let's not forget him on the medium. We'll need to stop again, folks. We'll need to stop again. But Pillars is all over the extremist, and let's just see if we can get this job done.
Look at the battle in front. This Callum and Bloomster in front there. I'd say, no disrespect, but they are a bit slower than Sir Young Tommy, Droftus and Curtis. So
oh, there you go.
How well can these boys get through them?
Pillars got that job done. He's up in the 3rd position, got by the extremist, and well, he can set his sights on DJ Death Dragon, of course. As well, who are we looking at now, Housey? Sir Young Tommy and Bloomstar. Oh, Bloomstar with a bit of a tank slap. It's open up the door. Sir Young Tommy, he's going to get it. No, he's backed out. Not the place to do it there. It's almost follow the leader through here. Look at this train. Look at this train.
Sloth with a kiss behind Tommy there. This is going to be... Who's that on the inside?
Oh, this is unbelievable. 2-3 wide into turn 1. Sir Young, Tommy, Callum, Tyler, I am Sloth, Blooms up. What's going on? They're all switching around, Housey. All switching around. And that's phenomenal stuff. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Not too sure what for, but that has disappeared pretty quick smart. And, well, I'm going to get this recording all happening because anything can happen. And they've all got that DRS. Have a look at this. As Droftas up into P8 is the lad. And, well, I am Sloth ahead of him, doing a great job as well. Callum Tyler ahead of Sloth. Teammates there, of course. And good on them for sticking with it. Good stuff. This one here, Housey. They're all doing a great job.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked there because Callum seems to have the blue flags being waved at him, but I don't know why. Because he is on the lead lap. I was just trying to see whether it was one of the reserves nearby of LPE.
Yeah, Whoa, 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 whoa! I see some wing. What's going on? Well, I thought I saw some wing. Yes, yes, I think I have. It's Bloom. Bloom, Bloom, Bloom. Oh no, he's lost his end plate on the right-hand side, and there you go.
Get to pit. He can go. He can go in and get the hards on. He's halfway through the lap, so might not all be doom and gloom. Pease is in them from the lead. He's put the hards on lap 13.
Where is
He will
Pillars?
probably not
Where
know. There
is Pillars?
He's miles ahead. Pease is just exiting the pit lane now. So he's about the whole straight, is he not? Where's Pills? On about half a straight. Obviously, Pease needs to get those tyres up to temperature though, so Pills will close in a bit. Bloomster, I presume, is in the pits now because he's dropping. He is. Ooh, who's that side by side? Callum, Droftus. Droftus getting that one done. Droftus up to P7 then. And Den's looking at the back of Callum now for P8. Penalties starting to come in thick and fast. Lap 13. Off 31. Can Andenge make the move here? Callum's got DRS2 off the back of Droftus, but Andenge, brilliant straight line speed, up the inside, into turn 7. Thank you very much. So
Right.
Andenge up to 8.
Yeah, great move from Andenge, and of course, he's tagged onto the back of Droftas, and well, Droftas is trying to make inroads on I Am Sloth, so well, look at him close that gap, is Droftas, but Andenge is hanging right with him. Still within that DRS zone is Andenge. He is on it at the moment, of course, probably ruining the fact that he didn't have the best of Q3 sessions, of course, but well, he's still there, thereabouts. You can always count on that from that lad. As we'll go back down to Mini Ramsell, aka Junior, is having a look at Kaiser, and while Kaiser in P12 does have a time penalty to his name, we'll flick to that for you boys and girls at home. That is 3 seconds for Kaiser. And, well, Mini Ramsell doing a great job. He's, well, Kaiser is, well, he's hards versus mediums, how's he? And, well, I think Junior, yeah, it looks like the hards will win this battle in the end, of course. And, well, Junior doing a great job.
Yep, indeed he is. We'll see how that battle goes later. So we've now got some decent gaps, although we're seeing about half a second. So young Tommy Sloth, Droftus trying to get on the back of it. So it's Extremist in 4th and young Tommy in 5th. And Sloth, that's the battle.
Well, there you go, Curtis and, well, Callum Tyler. I think I caught that one. I finally got my eye back in, how's he? We're going to have
the wall. Off, hit the wall. There's no visible damage, but that don't mean there's no damage, as we spoke about earlier in Australian. Doesn't take much. Oh, it doesn't seem to these days. I mean, I done a race the other day where I swear the wing was as green as it normally is, but my God.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right.
Bad.
Yeah,
it was shock.
That's exactly right, and that's the way it is on this one. You can't even tell. It looks like it's the same color green.
There was nothing.
And it affects it so much. It is unbelievable. But well, there you go. Droftas in P7. I've got a VSC. What's going on, Housey? What has gone on?
I'm not sure. One of the texts goes in. Who is that? Let me have a look. You scroll through. DJ, possibly, but he's still in first place, so I don't think it was him. I'm not sure. I honestly can't tell you. But then nobody else probably can either. With Codemasters, it might have just been that time. It might have just been tea break time or something.
Yeah, it could have been.
Like, oh yeah, that'll do. Let's throw one out now. I know Bernie wanted to throw the sprinklers on at one point.
We've lost the Extremist. We've lost the Extremist.
Where is he? There he is.
Oh, there he is. How is that not a safety car?
Exactly. And then you get something like that.
How is that not a safety car? What's the VSC for? Out of the tunnel area. Oh, well, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Carry on.
Point proven, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly what a brilliant segue. Xerxes throws it in the pit lane. So does Curtis. So, well, these boys...
Someone got a drive-through there as well. Someone got a drive-through under that when it went green. It was Bannister. Bannister's got a drive-through then at Delta time, giving him trouble. Another, well, I don't know. Is it a glitch? Is it a glitch? Is it not a glitch? It seems to. Move around an awful lot.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
As you said, touch before, sort of keep that .3 in
Oh!
the green.
Kaiser's bumped
Oh.
Mini! Kaiser's bumped Mini and he's lost his end plate. Oh, that's disastrous for Kaiser. And, well, there you go. Mini has managed to keep that one out of the wall. But Kaiser has hurt himself there as he lost his end plate. Mini continues at P9. Callum all over him now in Mini in P8. Callum all over him now in P9. And, well, there you go. So, ouch for Kaiser. He will need to box. He will need to get that one all sorted. As we'll go back up to Sloth because Sloth is on the hunt as well. And same with Droftas. Look at Droftas. He's all over the back of this one. Now, this is tough to pass.
Really is, yeah, and Den's still there as well in 7th, looking at the back of it. Maybe just playing the wise card and let Droftus and Sloth make the moves first. But young Tommy's no slouch here.
He certainly is not. No way is he a slouch. I mean, he's doing
the easiest to get past either. He's not. He's very, from what I've seen so far this season, very hard but very fair as well in terms of defensive driving. So just exactly what we want to see. Callum's in the box now then, so he's going to get rid of those hards. What are we on? Lap 16. Did he have damage? I'll keep an eye on that one.
Well, we're looking at Xerxes. Xerxes is trying to hang on to Curtis here, mate. And have a look at that. Those 4-lap-old hard runners. They're all on the same strat. And so who boxed? Kaiser's got out of the way there. Callum's boxed. Callum has boxed. So Xerxes goes up into P11.
Callum doing exactly what we were just talking about a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
His wing looked absolutely perfect, but he put a new one on. So obviously damage on it.
Yeah, it's no good around here. It is no good around here. The slightest bumps. And, I mean, once that MFD comes up with the wing on it as a driver, even if you cannot see the colour change, it's here, change the wing. It's only going to cost you time here, guys, and girls, of course. And, yeah, it is disastrous. It is horrendous how bad it actually really is. The feel of the car totally changes, Housey. Yeah. But don't need to tell you that. We have all experienced it. And it's a bit of a weird thing because you sort of think it is a glitch. It's Xerxes! Xerxes a bit deep on brakes. Very lucky just to miss the back of Curtis there. But no harm, no foul. Play on. And while he's trying to get by Curtis, just Mikey. He's a little bit of a cork in the bottle here, mate. He's probably doing a stellar job for the Xerx man.
Going for this. Pills is going for this. Pills is going for this. Going for P2. Yes, got it done. Down into turn 1. So he gets DJ. Sorry to cut you off there. So
no, mate.
Pills taking P2. P's well up the road, though. 7.9 seconds up the road. Sloth very close to Tommy again. Struggling, isn't he? Is Sloth and Droftus?
Well, I mean, this is reminiscent of... This is very reminiscent of the Netherlands. This Sloth and Droftas, of course. And, well, Droftas couldn't get by. It was just very difficult. Very difficult to pass. Oh, who's going on here? What's going on here? Is that Sloth there? Sloth! He's taking a chance, but see young Tommy not having a bar of it. Not having a bar of it.
Droftus is right there. He's going left. He's going right behind him. Droftus going a good one again here. They're still side by side. This is a brilliant view from Droftus. Excellent driving from Sloth and young Tommy.
Great move! What a move from IM Sloth! What a move! Up into P4! Watch Droftus doing. He's had to tuck back in. And oh!
And then, where did he come from?
Oh, where did he come from?
And he screwed it. He screwed it. He's taking his wheel off.
Safety car! Safety car! Safety car!
Wowee.
Oh, let's go have a look at the replay, Housey. Let's go have a look at the replay.
Wow. His new name's Kavir. I'm sorry. After that one.
Look at his battle. Look at this battle. What a move from IM Sloth. Where did Andenge come from?
I don't know where he came from.
Let's see if I caught it.
He's not there.
No, I missed it. He was right behind Droftas. And I don't know what happened there, mate. He was there. But he was right behind Droftas, and that is a safety car. That is a safety car, and it gives us a chance to get a bit of a breather here, Housey. And Peas, well, there you go. Put him the best tyre.
Hard work. Undone.
Undone, but that's a reset, and that's what we want, baby. This is just fired right up. Unfortunately, and Denge, don't know what happened there. DJ's put the soft on.
It was the world's worst DNF from Endenge as well. It was so petty, like just clipped. He'd already done the damage, unfortunately, but just trying to get back on the track, he just literally touched his front right on the wall and it just went ping. See you
Yeah,
later.
well, that's what happens,
That was
Housey.
pathetic.
Those wishbones are very,
I mean,
very thin. And, well, if that was to happen in real life,
very
it would
weak,
do...
yeah.
Yeah, but it
You-
would do the same thing in real life too, so...
Oh,
You can't take a hit like that. Yeah, come on, mate. No way.
No, it
They're
wasn't
only...
honestly, it wasn't that much. Wait till you see his point of view. We'll get him to send it. I don't reckon he was going that fast.
I
I mean,
caught
I was
it.
on board.
It was
looking
on
backwards,
stream.
but
We did see it. We did see it. I don't know, mate. In real life, that
well.
would have been done as well, in my opinion. They're good for a side, like a flash with the wall side on. But any front on like that, never any good. Unfortunate for Mandenge. We don't want to critique his unfortunate mishap. Bad luck, mate. We will see you in a fortnight's time, of course. There is a bit of a week break. We won't be racing next week, of course. Bit of a week break for the league. We will be back the following week, and we will be at Portugal. Safety car has come out. Bit of a reset on lap 18 for everybody. P's leading this one, our championship leader, but Pillars would be thanking his lucky stars, of course. P's in a league of his own. Just bunched them up again here, Housey. And Pillars in P2, DJ Death Dragon P3 on the soft compound. That's very interesting, Housey. It is very, very interesting. They're going to be dead towards the end, and we'll see how he, fares. We've got I Am Sloth out there in P4. He's I Am Sloth and Sir Young Tommy. P5, Droftas. Well, that's what he wanted. Brought him back into the play here, Housey. He was a bit out of sync there with his, his soft tyre choice at the start of the Grand Prix, of course. Was preying on that late safety car, got it. And, it is a reset for him as well. He'd be loving it. Xerxes opted to stay out. Of course, those hards will make it towards the end, but battle of attrition is what probably Xerxes is thinking. And P7 lap old hards for him. Junior is right behind him in... Oh, where is... Sorry, excuse me. I got excited, but my eyes were deceiving me. I'll carry on. Mini Ramsell, a.k.a. Junior, in P8, followed by Bloomstar. Doing a great job is Bloom, as always. P10, Callum Tyler. Doing a great job is Cal. Kaiser in P11. And Curtis, well, there he is there, folks. P12 himself, trying to catch the back of this safety car. All of these boys. Just Mikey is there in 13th there, Housey. Ramsell, P14. Bannister, P15. Azzaspin, P16, of course. Joined late in the lobby. Didn't have a quali. Started at the back of the grid. Finds himself in 16th. And Chewy Racing rounds this one out in P17 there, mate.
Yep, I'll tell you, just picking up a few things there. Mazepin is 16th. Obviously, didn't do the qualifying session, as you said. But if he can hold 16th, even... Hang on, let me just double check. I'm right. Yeah, even if he can hold P17 and just get this one to the end, that'll be his best result of the season. So, still things to play for, even for the guys down the back, even if it's for personal statistics. Position gain then. Let's have a quick look at the position change while we're under safety car. So, biggest mover, Callum Tyler up 9, shortly followed by Droftus up 8. Who's after that? It's 6 places for Bloomstar. So, that's your top 3 movers going forward. Biggest loser at the moment is Chewy, down 5 in P17. Ramsell also down 5. And Curtis down 9 spots. So Curtis actually the one that's lost the most places, but still in 12th. So just great qualifying from Curtis. Finds himself in 12th now. Quick run through the penalties while we're still under safety car. We might as well. So it's 3 seconds for Sloth, 5 seconds for Junior, 3 seconds for Callum, 3 seconds for Kaiser, 3 seconds for Ramsell, 3 seconds for Chewy. How long have we got? Are we going to have another lap, or is it going to be in this lap?
I reckon we're going to go again, mate. I reckon we're going to have another lap.
We go. All right. Well, let me throw out some more stats then.
I reckon we'll just have a look at this one because the safety car lights are still on. There's if it goes there, another lap. We're still waiting for Chewy to catch up to the back of the field, and safety cars only. But this is the second lap. It'll be one more. So, yeah, one more, mate. All yours.
Okay. Well, let's just go through a couple of other statistics then. So 5 drivers to have stood on the podium. They're Droftus, Andenge, Pills, Peas, and Sloth. 7 out of the 20 drivers. 7 out of 20 drivers to not start or finish all the rounds so far. So that's 7 drivers out of the 20 that have either not started or finished all 4 rounds. Only 7, so it's a good record for them. Cat leading the way with the most wins with 3. Cat leading the way with the most poles with 3. Cat also leading the way in most podiums with 4. Old Spice lead the way with the most fastest laps with 3. Old Spice lead the way with the most driver of the days with 2. Rothmans lead the way with the most cars to the finish line. That's 16 for them. Old Spice have the most pit stops. I don't know whether you'd say that's lead the way, but they've had the most pit stops so far. 32 for them. Best scoring team last week was Texaco with 49. However, Rothmans were the only team last week to get 4 cars to the finish. Quick run through the pots then, half a lap to go before we get underway. Pot 1 is Pease, P1 where he's been all season, and Denge P2, Droftus P3, Pillars P4, Sloth P5. Pot 2, Tommy leads the way. Go on, sorry.
Just going to pay respect to the chat, and that is Andenge. Jumped in, and, well, there he is there, mate. He's not happy. He's not happy. He reckons he's not good at this track, and the second time he's killed himself at Singapore. So, well, Andenge, bad luck, mate. We will see you in a fortnight's time at Portimao. But for now, just kick back, enjoy this one. Unfortunate we lost you there, buddy. But, well, there you go. He has answered the call. That is the reasoning. And just made a bit of a boo-boo from his own admission. And, well, that is okay. We all make mistakes. We've all done it. The safety car is in this lap there, how's I? And we will stay with Pillars.
Yep, let's just finish off these pots quickly then. So pot 2 was Tommy from DJ, from Curtis, from Zerks, from Junior. Pot 3 then is Extremist leading the way. Kaiser's in P2, Ramsell's P3, Energetics P4, Mr. Monday all shot down P5. Pot 4, Bloomstar is at the top in P1, Bannister is P2, Callum's P3, Mikey is P4, Mazespin is P5. Constructors, Cat lead the way from Rothmans, from Old Spice, from Texaco, from Cadbury's. Few corners left. Joint constructors, it's Old Spice that lead the way from Cadbury's, from Rothmans, from Texaco.
We're about to go racing here, Housey. We're about to go racing. Let's get ready.
So
we're
we're
with Pillars. He's on the hunt. He's waiting for Peace to go, and Peace is gone. Peace has gone. Great restart from those two boys. Let's have a look further back. What's going on? And that's a great camera shot. Oh, that's very, very close. Nose to stern from all of them. Minnie gets a 3-second time penalty. It's not going to help his scores. But Xerxes gone a little bit wide. Junior on the inside. They're side by side here, Housey. They are side by side. What's going on here? Xerxes not giving an inch. Junior around the outside. What a move from Junior. He's up into P7. P7 from that
I'll
lad.
tell you what, go back though. Bluester, Callum and Kaiser all having a ding-dong behind it. Watching that battle that you were talking about. Bit wheel touching from Callum and Bloomstar. This is all go, go, go. Oh, Bloomstar's not going to make that. Did he make it? Oh, might be the slightest brush of the wall. Callum takes P9. Bloomstar 10th. Curtis looking racy in 11th. Just Mikey just got past Kaiser with P12.
Oh, look at that. Look at Kaiser getting really late on the brakes, and it's sort of Constantinoing a little bit. Curtis is having a good look here. He's having a good look. He's just got by Bloom. He's got around that. That was close to a touch on the wall. He's going to have a great run coming out of this one. He's straightened the car up a lot quicker. And there you go. He's going to get that job done up into 10th position.
He's going to run deep. Oh, just Mikey would have had a nice run there if it wasn't for Bloomstar. Trying to switch back. Just Mikey looking like he's got a bit of pace there in 12th. So
look at this! These two have been battling all Grand Prix, folks. Bloomstar and Just Mikey doing a phenomenal job for their respective teams. Great stuff as Ramsell. The chiropractor sent it from the ages. And up into 13th place. What a move as Bannister's going by Kaiser. What's going on? What's happened to Kaiser? He's going to the pit lane. Has he got damage, Housey? Has he got damage?
Well, I couldn't see anything, but there is a wing coming out for. Oh yeah, he has got near side end plate damage.
There you go. There you go. As Just Mikey's closed up again, these boys, I tell you what, they must be loving this battle. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Lap 22 or 31 here, Housey. It's gone by pretty quickly, to be fair. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is he going to get it done? No, he's not. Bloomstar later on the brakes. Oh, slight touch. Slight touches open up the door for Ramsell. Ramsell's going to have a look. Oh, left touch shot. There you go. And as you were, gentlemen, as you were. And Housey, I got all that. I'm going to have a bit of a squiz of that on the replay, just to give the back guys towards the end a bit of love. And well, there you go. Oh, a bit of a touch there on the replay, and open up the door for Ramsell. He wanted to get the job done. That was close, folks. That was close. Back to live screens. Oh, what's going on in the background? Xerxes is around! Xerxes is around! What has happened, Housey? What has happened?
Giving up the places. He's got no wing, so Xerxes needs pits. So not good from Xerxes. Didn't catch what happened. Too busy looking at your replay. Because that was a good little battle there.
It was a great little battle. But Droftas, 6th position. Sir Young Tommy, DRS enabled, folks. There you go. It is game on. This is what it's all about. The boys in the DRS zone. So we are looking at Mini, Droftas, Sir Young Tommy, and I Am Sloth. I Am Sloth will get DJ, I reckon. These softs are not going to make it. They're not going to make it here, Housey. You know yourself. I know myself. And I think DJ may have gone a bit of a risky call there, mate.
I'll tell you what, Ramsel's getting fiery here in 12. So if he keeps his head with this one.
Well, Curtis getting by Callum up into P8. And, well, got that job done easy. He can now set his sights on Junior.
Oh, they're back at it again.
They're back, same place. Oh, Ramsell touched the wall. Ramsell has brushed the wall and it sort of stopped that move. And there you go.
Mazepin's in it as well.
Mazepin wants. Oh, whoa.
Up to 30. Wow. Come on, Mazepin. Let's go, son. Let's have it. 30. Come on. I'm going to get excited. It's not very often I get excited.
That's brilliant, mate, these boys. That's absolutely brilliant. There's a battle up the back. There's a battle up the front. And this is what it's all about. Let's go a bit of a replay here, Housey. I'd have a bit of a look. You keep your eye on the live screen. But let's have a bit of a look what was going on there. Look at Ramsell. Just brushed the wall. And very lucky to get away with that one there, Housey. And as you were, back to live screens now, mate.
Yep, so Droftas onto Young Tommy's pretty close. Mazepin on Ramsell still pretty close. Ramsell obviously on just Mikey and Bloomster. Still nothing in those three in front. So this is shaping up to be a great battle over
Well,
P10.
mate, not giving us a spell indeed, and we love it. But Just Mikey's having a good look at Just Mikey. Whoa! 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 I missed. Count your lucky stars, Mikey. That must have been a tally-ho paper.
Young Tommy, DJ and Sloth, they're all going at it at the front. Sorry, that was. Oh, I don't know where to go next.
Yeah, we're on the Sir Young Tommy DJ Death Dragon. The softs are falling off. The softs are falling off. Is he going to come? Whoa! A bit of a love tap, and Droftas has lost his end plate. That was crazy there from, well, someone hit the brakes pretty hard. Don't know who it was. But there you go, Housey. There you go. Let's just have a lock, mate. I think I got that on the replay. Let's just have a bit of a squeeze there for everyone at home. And there it is. I just got it. As it's Constantina and, well, Droftas into the back of DJ. DJ into the back, Mini into the back of Droftas, and well, there you go. Back to live screens as Sir Young Tommy out of that DRS zone now, Housey. DJ, those softs must be falling off a little bit. There's 6 laps to go. I don't know if they're going to make it, Housey. I don't know if they're going to make it. Just Mikey got the job done, and well, there you go. He's starting to stretch a little bit. 7/10. I think Bloom's struggling to hang on. He's on 10 lap old mediums. Just Mikey, half the laps on those mediums. 5 laps for himself. Ramsell should close up pretty quickly, and Mazepin is doing a stellar job.
Junior nearly at the pit wall. He's coming to the pits, and he nearly lost it on the curbs coming in, and nearly hit the pit wall.
You know,
cut him up to 8th.
Droftas is going to persevere. He is going to persevere. He's got no end plate. He stayed out. He's probably thinking track position. Look at him.
Look. His teammate behind him, Curtis, but I don't know if Curtis is going to play the team game here. Curtis has got far too much pace to sit behind Droftas, with all due respect.
Oh, nah, Curtis. Droftas lets him go. Droftas lets him go, and there you go, Curtis. That is the team game. It's the right thing to do.
4 and a bit seconds back to Callum. In 8th, what can Droftas do? Can he hold on for a top 10?
Oh,
probably.
How's he? Pick a spot where you want me to sit. We're going to sit with...
I don't know.
Pick a spot, because I've got to do driver of the day. Pick a spot, please, mate.
Mazepin.
All right, we'll go with him. All right, I'm going to do driver of the day.
Okay. If I start waffling about something else, don't worry. But we're on board with Mazepin. Up to 11th. Up to 11th, this lad. Up to 11th. Unbelievable. Oh, Bloomster's run really wide. Come on, Mazepin. Up into 10th. Let's have it, son. He's trying. He's got the run. He's got the DRS. He's got it. Up into 10th place, Mazepin. Brilliant job. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Really, really good. I hope you're putting him in this one, Skate, because I don't know, I think he might deserve this little bit of a shout here. Mazepin. Mazepin up to 10th then. Gaps at the front. I'm just trying to keep an eye on it as we're still looking at Mazepin. Sir Young Tommy closing in on the back of Sloth. I'm going to flick there on my screen just to see what's happening, as you lot still watch Mazepin. Callum Tyler's just got past Droftus. Droftus now coming in for a wing. So Droftus trying his best with that one, but decided he can't do it. Sir Young Tommy all over the back of Sloth. Sloth's got a penalty, so Sir Young Tommy doesn't really need to do this on track, but he's going to do it. He is going to do it, Sir Young Tommy. He's having a look down into turn 7. Gets that job done. Good move from Sir Young Tommy. P3 for him then at the moment. Sloth with that penalty, as we said. DJ's in 5th. Gaps have opened up. Ramsell on Junior. Junior's just come into the pits though. So Junior in the box again. Oh, Mazepin gets himself a penalty. 3 seconds. That's could well cost him. But he's up into P9. Junior pitting. I'm not sure what happened to Junior there. P's still out in the lead then. 3.5 seconds to Pills, who's got... Oh, Zerks picks up a penalty. Another penalty.
Well, what happened to Junior there, Housey, was that Constantina effect when dropped into DJ and Ramsell Mini into Droftus. So there you go. The driver of the day vote has gone out there, folks. Get your votes in. Mazepin, Callum, Mikey, Peas, and DJ are your choices. This will determine our driver of the day, folks, as you're all well aware. And get those votes in. We're on lap 27 of 31. DJ is on a 7-lap-old softs. And he's hanging on. He's hanging on for dear life, is DJ. Can they make the end? Can they make the end?
He's closing and he's closing fast as Curtis. So I think DJ is going to be in trouble when Curtis gets to him. Maybe a lap or so, lap and a half perhaps. We'll see how quick he closes it. Apart from that, though, the gaps are relatively big now. I keep it because I think I've got it on leader, but I haven't. They're all Bloomster and Chewy. Obviously, Bloomster just in the pits, so not good for him either. A lot of late pit stops here in this one, Skate.
There certainly are, mate. There certainly are. And well, the boys who have pitted now, beneficial tyre, mate. They're going to be rapid. So let's just see how far back they are. Droftus is, what is he? 13 seconds behind Chewy, and so he's got a mountain to climb anyway. But let's just see what he can do. Ramsell as well. He's come out.
Yeah, Bloomster has just come out the pit, so Ramsell just about got him. Bloomster just come out the pit, so Ramsell up to 12th. Dropped us up to 11th with that. We've got a little bit of a mix, but 11-lap-old tyres.
Well,
Chewy Racing.
Let's just not forget. Let's not forget.
But
our leader, though, Housey. I mean, a bit of a lonesome race, but this is concentration plus. Very easy to wonder when you're out in the front of the field, of course. But this lad doesn't falter. He's turned up this season. He turns up every season, and he's just doing a great job. Just unbelievable job.
Sat with some classical music on or something, just going about his business.
We've got to give him some respect and put him on the camera, of course. And there he is there. Well, great, stunning job. There's still a little way to go yet. It ain't over yet. But, well, if the last 28 laps are to go by, he's got this one. Pillars, another one. Stellar job. And same with Young Tommy. Sir Young Tommy, to be a matter of fact.
Young Tommy, brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. So, well, there you go, Housey. There you go. I am Sloth. Well, another great job from him too. And DJ, he's making those softs, trying to work. Curtis is slowly catching here, mate, but Curtis has spent his battery. That is the problem. That is the problem. And Droftus, that's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And he's hunting. He's on the hunt. He's close. Look how much seconds he's closed in one lap. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. There you go. Nearly 5 seconds. Well, excuse me, 2 laps. What is that, Housey? Nearly 7 seconds. He's closed up. He's nearly halved it. Absolutely phenomenal job from the New Portonian. But it might be a bit too late.
The guys in front of him, Mazepin and Chewy, have both got penalties in front of him. They're both 3 seconds apiece. So, Droftus obviously clean at the moment. So he needs to get within that window, and he might just get 10th here. I think maybe 9th might be a little bit too far out of reach, but Curtis now got the gap down to DJ to just about a second.
Yes,
just
it
under
has.
now. So again, I said about a lap and a bit. Here we are. Curtis then he's only going to close through this last sector if DJ's soft tyres are gone off the boil, because this part of the track really difficult with the tyres. Sloth's going to probably drop to 6th, I guess, over the line at the moment as it stands with those 6 seconds worth of penalties. So DJ and Curtis just need to keep it on the black stuff, keep it penalty free. As we start lap 29 then, of 31, we're fast drawing to a close here in round 5. Curtis and DJ still the closest battle. Curtis got that gap down to half a second in the braking zone, so it is coming down. He's got time to do this, does Curtis. Obviously, catching is one thing, passing is a completely another matter altogether, and especially around here, as we've seen throughout this race. Very, very good race though. Only lost to 3 drivers, Andenge, Extremist and LPE from this one. Still got 17 running. Let's have a look at the position changes quickly. So Callum Tyler up 12 positions. Great job from Callum at the moment. He's at P7 at the moment. Mazepin up 11 places in P9. Cracking job. Well done from Mazepin as well. Biggest loser is Junior at the moment, unfortunately down 11 places in P17. Can't win them all though, can't win them all. So there's always next week until we're at round 24, and then there's not next week. So until then, we can still say it. There's always next week. Absolutely brilliant work.
Well, how's he? Mazepin wins the driver of the day, mate, and rightly so. He's got it in the bag. He has absolutely got it in the bag.
Unbelievable. I mean, I know, I'm sure he'll be absolutely thrilled. Who's that going in the pits?
That is Chewy. Is it Chewy?
That's Junior. No, it's Junior.
Junior in the pits.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ just got a 3 second. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. That's Curtis promoted. Definitely, 100%. Curtis will end up in P4 here, I believe. Callum picks up a penalty as well. So a few late penalties coming in. Another stop for Junior. So not sure what happened to Junior. That's a few stops in this last bit of the race for Junior. When it rains, it pours, I guess, sometimes.
It certainly does, mate. It certainly does. And, well, albeit the penultimate lap, Xerxes is closing right up on Bloomstar here. And, excuse me, trying to make amends.
Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, Curtis, really late on the brakes, nearly hit Sloth. Carry on.
Are you right, mate?
This is battle. Curtis is going to get Sloth sooner or later. Sloth really struggling by the looks of it. Very unusual for him. Well, a lap and a half to go. He's got that gap up to 5.4 in the lead now. Phenomenal work from our championship leader. Curtis is going to look for this one, then DRS assisted. Oh, poor traction.
Yeah,
poor traction.
Coming out of that, that's cost him. That certainly has.
Oh, I don't. Woo,
yeah, he knows it. He knows it. Oh, he's late on the brakes, is Curtis, isn't he? Very, very late on the brakes.
Yes.
And, well, he's mighty under braking, is Curtis. And, well, that is very evident at this track. But let's have a look, mate. We're going to give the lad the respect that this man deserves. RELP's leading this one on the final lap of the Grand Prix. And he's just got to bring it home here, mate. And this one as good as he is, of course. The champion winner from last season. The Team Jaguar was P's stunning, stunning, stunning drive. Got Pillars there in P2 as well. Another one who hasn't had much airtime. These two have been in a league of their own. P's just a little bit too good this one. But yeah, there you go. So we're going to give him the respect he deserves. He's got the yellows on. He's got the mediums on. The cat with the mediums. And while that is a picture to be explored, we'll go with no stuff on the screens to give him the respect he deserves. And yes, there he is there. Keep an eye on if there's any moves happening there, Housey. But this is the last lap of Grand Prix. We'll stay with P's.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just keeping an eye on the timing tree just to see what's going on, but not really much happening. I think this Curtis is very close to Sloth, but doesn't need to make the move. Obviously, has got those places in front of him with the penalties. Going to come into force across the line.
Let's just go on board for this last few corners from Total P's, RELP's. I did it again. RELP's, and well, he's got two more corners to go, and we're going to get this to the checkered flag first, Housey. And there you go. Peas crosses the line, wins here at Singapore. Pillars will take P2. Great job, Pills. Great job. Sir Young Tommy will take that third position. Unbelievable driving, Tommy. Awesome stuff. And I'll tell you what, Housey, got his taste of the commentary box last week. He's got another one. And that's what it's all about. That's what tends to happen. And Sir Young Tommy whack P3 DJ. Come on, P4 from DJ. And he's going to keep it too. Slothy Boy's got 6 seconds of penalties. He's going to drop. Curtis is going to jump him. Curtis is going to jump him. Just going to jump him. He's going to jump him. He does jump him. P5 from Curtis. I am Sloth. P6. Callum. Just Mikey. P7. Callum Tyler. P8. Droftas. P9.
Spin. Come on. P10. Let's have it. Good job.
Well done.
Congratulations. Really, really good result from Mazespin. He'll be over the moon there. So we're just waiting for Junior, I think.
Well, we've got Bloom to come across the line, who jumps Ramsell. Xerxes is next. Xerxes finishes 14th. Kaiser will be after that. And that will be this one done here, folks. Callum Tyler, we love you, mate. We love you, Cal. You had a great, great drive. But I'll tell you what, Mazespin stunning from the back of the grid to get P10. We all know what Mazespin, he's had a tough time of it lately. But he got P10, and that was a stunning race from him. But great job by all involved. We're going to get this. Oh! There you go, Cal. That's for you, mate. The game gave it to you anyway. And well, I mean, you know, if we start agreeing with this, with the game, you know what it's all about, mate. DJ Death Dragon, my driver of the day, Sloth. Missed the defense right there. Yes, the game is a bit wank, isn't it? It most certainly is, Xerxes. It is tough. The desync, there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on in there behind the scenes and all sorts of stuff. It's tough for everyone involved. Let's hope they fix that stuff because it is difficult at the best of times. But there you go. RELP's the leader of this one, How's I? Fantastic job. What a job. That is a drive for the ages. A tough track. Phenomenal drive. And, well, he's really, really put his hand up for this one, hasn't he, Housey? Even though it's early doors, done a great job. P's P1, Pillars P2. And, well, that gap was just sort of growing and growing ever so slightly per lap, but it was growing. And Sir Young Tommy, well, there you go, P3 there, Housey. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix was done by the Hunter, the Newportonian, a.k.a. Droftas, with a 1 minute 37.125 there, Housey. So I'll go down to the bottom and we'll do all this for the stewards, of course. We're going to go on a brief pause. We'll get everyone in, if we can, for Driver of the Day interview, the top three, and that will be Peas, Pillars, and Sir Young Tommy. Just give us a second, folks. We will be back. Go on a brief pause. 1 minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's change that screen and get to the important stuff. We're back. What a cracker. What a cracking race. I tell you what, Housey, this guy got his taste of his first ever driver interview here at Formula 4 with many, many more to come, hopefully. That usually does set the taste of it, doesn't it, mate? Once they get one, they keep coming back. I speak of none other than Sir Young Tommy. Started P4, finished P3. Stellar drive. Great drive there, Young Tommy. Awesome stuff from you. What was the highlight, mate? Talk us through that one, because that is a great chunk of points coming your way. Of course, leading your pot too. Well done, mate.
First of all, thank you. Yeah, what can I say? The highlight of the race was basically the battle with Sloth, going side by side, I think 4 corners.
Yeah, mate, it was fantastic.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good to watch.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I didn't expect much from today. I nearly fell asleep through the race. So.
Well, I mean, you were there in a little bit of no man's land, of course, for the bulk of towards the end there anyway. Of course, a little bit behind Pillars and a little bit ahead of DJ Death Dragon, of course. And, well, there you go. But a bit of no man's land. But Sir Young Tommy, that's a podium. That is a podium, P3. And you take home a whole chunk of points. And, well, congratulations. Well done, Sir Young Tommy. Of course, we've got a bit of a week break next week. But we will be back at Portimao on the 21st of February. And we can catch you then, mate. Great job. Congratulations on your great podium. Awesome job, Sir Young Tommy.
Thank you.
So we'll go to our second place man. Well, this guy here, VFR Pillars, qualified second, finished second. Did all he could to try to catch the championship leader. It was a stunning seesawing battle, but in the end, just didn't have enough in the reserve there. Maybe P's a little bit too good at this particular track. But Pillars, congratulations on another stunning drive. That is no mean feat, mate. That was a stunning job. And, well, there you go. P2, another whole great heap of chunk of points coming your way there, Pills. And after that, well, mishap in the early doors of this season, you really are starting to come alive, Pills. You're starting to make a charge. It's good to see you back up there, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, wasn't bad, was it, really? But he's some sort of freak. His record needs checking.
He's that, mate. Unbelievable job. But, I mean, let's not take any shine away from yourself there, mate. It was, well, a bit like yourself. I mean, bit of no man's land. You were sort of there and thereabouts with P's at about the 5-6 second mark. And behind you, there was a country mile. And it was all about keeping your focus there, mate. Stay clean and do what you had to do. You did that. And, well, you kept all four wheels on in between those white lines. And it's all about the points total in the end there, Bills. Don't have to tell you twice, mate. You have been a champion before. You still are a champion. And, well, there you go. The pot one driver of Old Spice Racing. Great job, Pillars. And we will see you at Portugal. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Gab.
All right. Now, well, Housey, what do we say about this lad? What do we say? This guy, RELPs, does he not continue to impress? Wow. What a league of his own was he in this Grand Prix. Phenomenal pole position by quite some margin. 3.5 tenths or 4 tenths, I do believe it was. And, well, just the class above everybody else at this very particular track. I speak of none other than the current champion of Formula 4. Season 2, he was the champ. The Jaguar driver, cat driver this season. The current championship leader. RELPs. Mate, hats off to you. We are not worthy. Great job. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a long race. Very long race. Felt like it went on for about 3 hours.
Well, I mean, as we do know there, Peas, the concentration levels are through the roof, and well, it's even more difficult to keep your focus when you're sort of up there by yourself and you've got the pace and you've just got to keep your focus. You know that if you make a mistake, Pillars is there and he'll swallow you right up, but you did a stellar job keeping those concentration levels through the roof. You are the champ for a reason, and you showed us exactly why there, mate. I dare say the rest of the field has a huge task ahead to start to reel you in, but mate, phenomenal drive. I think everyone was impressed with what you did out there. Congratulations, Peas. A class above. Awesome job. Well done.
Thank you very much.
So, I wonder if he's in. He certainly is in.
Is he?
Well. We get to hear this. We get to hear this lad speak. We get to hear him speak. His name is Mazepin. Well, he missed quali. He came back for the start of the Grand Prix. P20, he started. P10, he finished. Our driver of the day, Mazepin. Welcome to the commentary box, mate. Congratulations. Awesome drive.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, well, my PlayStation Plus won't work.
Yep.
I didn't know if I'd get in, and then I managed to get it sorted just as Q3 started. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, jumped in and started from the back.
Well, I mean,
I had to pick.
Sorry, mate. I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean to say, if this is something that works for you, mate. I mean, this is something. This is the best race you've had by far, there, mate. Most positions guaranteed, and well, were you on it today? It was so good to see you do what you do out there, and well, keep it clean, keep all those wheels on that car. Stunning job, man. Take no shine away from this lad, Mazepin. Great to have you, mate. And maybe let's see if this trend can continue. Of course, Sir Young Tommy had his first interview last week, got into the box again this week. Well, can you do it again? Of course, we have got a week's break.
I will say, I would say that I've been unlucky.
Yes.
I'm not as bad as what I've been performing the past few weeks. So hopefully, week's break and then kick on after that.
That's exactly right, mate.
Earn Old Spice some points.
Well, I tell you what, the Old Spice boys are really doing their thing, of course. Young Tommy and Mr. Pillars. Old Spice in the combine. Well, in the combine total, they're up there, aren't they? And well, a good showing for them here in this particular race. And your good self there too, Mazepin. Our driver of the day, Mazepin, a pot 4 driver that started at the back of the grid. They got to P10. Congratulations on your drive, mate. And let's hope that trend can continue.
Yeah, thank you very much. And, I hope so too.
Yeah, we are.
I like the interviews.
Well, welcome. Congratulations yet again, my good mate. And we'll see you there at Portugal on the 21st of February. You got Housey. I have never seen it. I have never heard Housey get that excited. He raised his voice that much that his mic got distorted, and that is unheard of. That is unheard of.
I'll definitely have to have a watch of that then. I'll watch it with my son. Say, look how good you.
Well, I mean, you can say, look, your dad's famous, mate. Your dad is famous.
Yeah,
so, well, congratulations, Maz. It's been an awesome drive. Well done, mate.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
No dramas.
Portugal.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
How's he?
Bye.
This is summary time, mate. Summary time. I mean, what a battle. What a race. There was not just the leaders sort of took off for Pillars and Peas, but I mean, what was happening behind? Oh, Peas and Pillars, I should say. What was happening on behind them? Those battles. Oh my God! From P4 through to P9 for the bulk of that Grand Prix. And then you go even further back. I think it was like P12. It was all the way, mate. And there was some phenomenal overtakes. Great clean driving. Bit unfortunate there from a couple of lads. But yeah, that's racing. Yeah. That is racing, of course. We are at Singapore. It is a tough one at the best of times. But all in all, that was a phenomenal race to be a part of, to call and to witness, well, the talent on show, of course. Very privileged we are here, Housey. And that was great. That was really good.
Yeah, really, really good round. Obviously, as you said, just echoing what you said, it is a difficult track, and you know sometimes you're always going to get the bad rub of the green, so to speak. You know, I mean, mistakes happen, but generally, absolutely fantastic driving there. I want to give a little bit of a shout out to Just Mikey and Callum Tyler
Yes,
as well.
yes.
P7, P8 for Just Mikey in 7th.
They
Callum
were
in P8.
they were put in driver of the day too, Housey,
yeah,
but they just didn't
were,
win it.
but-
The viewers didn't give it to him, so that's unfortunate.
Mazepin deserves that one. I'm
Mazepin
not going to
deserves it.
I'll argue that one.
I
He
agree.
He does.
He deserves it,
He
100%.
does deserve that. 100%. Not just for this season, but for last season as well. I'm really pleased for Mazepin to get a good result like that. But yeah, Just Mikey, Callum Tyler, both pot 4 drivers as well. So pot 4 driver actually is 7th, 8th, and 10th.
Not
So
bad,
pot
eh?
4 boys,
Not
I'll
bad.
tell you what. Yeah. Good job, pot 4
Not
boys.
bad,
Well done.
pot 4. Well done. Well done to all involved in that Grand Prix. That was fantastic. But I tell you what, Housey, it's a good way to end this one. Let's not forget, folks, we have got a week off this week coming, of course. Next Monday, we will not be racing, or we will not be league racing, of course. Bit of a week off for that one, but we'll be back on the 21st of February, I think it was. We'll just wait for the screen to roll over. And I'm pretty sure it was the 21st of February, the Monday there.
It'll be the week after, 7
Yeah,
days after the 14th.
yeah,
It'll be the 21st. Yeah.
So that will
Obviously,
be a
Monday being
that will be
Valentine's Day.
that will be Portugal. So that's where we return. We hope you all
Looking
can join
forward
us
to
there.
that.
I'm looking forward to that one too. Of course, this is the full calendar. We didn't
New
do
track.
new tracks for these boys. We have not raced there yet. We didn't do it on the first season of 2021. We kept to the 21. There, this season is the full 24, and we will get this one done. Looking forward to it, Housey. But I tell you what, folks. That was a phenomenal Singapore Grand Prix. Check that one out. I'm sure you already have. But yes, we are Formula 4 Racing from us for now.